as they're going to be
Hello,
going for
ladies
that
and gentlemen,
second
boys and
strike.
girls. Welcome back to another live stream. It's me, Dab, again. We are live. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with another G off-season watch party. Let's freaking go. मैच शुरू हो रहा है in
on this
5
attacking
seconds.
side,
Let's
but
go.
you flip on over, and I
Or
mean,
it's already
we
started.
are getting the
Lols.
Sova to come through on split. It's always one of these questionable scenarios, but we know how powerful Crystal can be with this agent, and more importantly for the rest of the squad, how they're going to play around it as well. Now that the Neon has actually been played as the solo duelist.
Okay, Neon Astra Viper. भाई interesting कौन था भाई? It's very interesting कौन. वहाँ पे Omen और Viper है.
But now Saffron actually have a little bit of alert coming in. Yuta spotted it, and back they come from Went. And there's a trade, 1-for-1. Almost got taken out there, Patrick. But the agent comes in right towards mid once again. Next he gets one. Poppy with the trade, and it's going to be Emin to make sure the B side is empty for the taking. The plan's definitely going to come down. It's a 2v3, but
yeah, you came to the health comment. I think NAOS GPU first
no,
round.
he will not. He's going to walk out hurt. The drop down gets the first, swings out for the other. Not too aware of the pillar position. Now it's a 1v2. It's all on Yudo. Cage trigger. Stick it. He's gonna stick it. He's actually gonna stick it all the way.
Oh,
haven't saw anti. Nice try, bhai.
Just in time to secure that.
यार यहाँ थोड़ा ज़्यादा trades हो गए.
yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. I was looking on towards the radar as well, and there was that potential alert coming through from Xavi way late into the piece as well. So you technically only needed to see Eman buy some time on those rotations. I was also kind of interested to see how Papi's playing around it, because they're opting for the Astra to, again, play a little bit more autonomy. We're going to see a lot of this off-action gameplay potentially come from a lot of these members on the Global Esports squad. And as you mentioned as well, you know, running Sentinel-less over on the attackers, it means that they're going to have to get a little bit more spread around the map and picking and choosing where they want to take their fights, what information they want to be using. And I wouldn't actually mind seeing them go a little bit quicker as well, right? You've got the standard ability of putting the flash with double doors in your face very quickly. You can play with the up and down.
ये mid फिर से I think mid to be करेंगे. I think फिर से mid to be है.
Uni, and we've got this B stack to come out from Global Esports. 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, it should be now winning this sort of round.
Oh, भाई ये चले गए यार. Read तो. Read तो है.
Yeah, there's just one camera there from Yudo who's left it just in case anybody comes through, and I'm pretty sure that they've spotted it as well. Yep, it's been taken out, and that's going to give the cue to Global Esports. This is going to be an A hit, but they're still going to stick around, expecting it to be a fake, most likely. But not going to be the case now. Still giving them the respect, playing it really quiet here.
भाई देख रहे हो तुम patience देख रहे हो?
They've gotten a free sight in their hands.
उनको info है, but they are still taking no risk, guys.
They still look. They're actually really, you know, careful about how they head in, even if.
भाई बहुत ज़्यादा careful है भाई.
Yeah, well, this is one of the things when you've got the solo initiator as well, right? When you've only got a trailblazer and 2 flashes, if you're sacrificing them into the site, there's still a couple of angles that they could be hiding towards. So you do have to cut a couple of corners in this agent selection. That now
अब देखते हैं guys, क्या लगता है retake हो पाएगा? मुश्किल है, but impossible तो नहीं है. But बहुत ज़्यादा widespread. I don't think so यार. नहीं हो पाएगा, मुश्किल है.
Is one of his best attributes. The Bucky, he's gonna get into the site.
After just one purchase, does your
ये लो, रोसी भाई आ गए. रोसी भाई आ गए guys. जी का मैच और रोसी भाई ना है, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? Nice रे, nice eco जी, nice eco भाई. Nice eco भाई. थोड़ा मिस कर दिया हमने, थोड़ा सा. Sorry guys, but
and you know, hopefully just dropping the main rifles. So this is actually a decent damage round for them.
Yeah, you force a lot more investment into this bonus round as well, right? It will be a little bit assisted for the guys over on NAOS to get that plant down as well. But
NAOS पे buy नहीं है.
getting a kill and a couple
how buy हो जाएगा?
You're getting this extra utility on the side of Global coming into this third round, where it should lean a little bit more heavily in their favor. We're already seeing a little bit of spread action around the exploratory form of the early rounds from NAOS.
Okay, hit है इस बार. दो हैं जी के players.
As they are all grouped up over at the moment, the wall blocking over with that dart. and no immediate rotations.
Discipline देखो तुम भाई क्या peak दे रहे हैं सब एक साथ वो भी और इतना slowly, not over pushing, not over like over
Yeah.
peaking.
They were hoping that Yudo might get one through the wall. That wall they were mostly was gonna end up working against NAOS there. If somebody would have got.
और ये कैमरा पोजीशन ओपी है but लगता नहीं है यार ये.
Are watching what's going on with it. Here goes the Trailblazer. He needs to clear up any close tripwires. He's detected. He's gonna be having a lot of pressure. Come on, him. He's moving around his own cages here, but Xavi still found one. And Yudo.
Nice रे Udo.
NAOS in control though. They've traded. And here comes Patrick. One on top. The other one's gonna blast a bunch of.
Nice एक मार दिया ना nice. 2v3 हो गया यार 2v3 हो गया एक और कहाँ lose होगा ऊपर heaven पे.
Back foot here. A 2 versus 3. The
Yeah.
plant's gonna go down. Open for main. And it's up to the Clutch Kings here to bring it back for global.
Yeah, you got to wait to see what Poppy Smokes are going to be able to do right now as well. But they really need to get this crossfire into the mix together, and it's just not gonna work out.
crossfire था रे.
Right position, right timing as well, and
वहाँ देख ही नहीं रहा था कोई.
it feels all too clinical, Uni, for them to close that one out.
Anti,
Because you just look at the beginning engagements, right? They're settled, they wait out Crystal's utility, he moves away from the action, and then you're putting in a Trailblazer with both of your duelists going in towards the site, clearing everything out, and just speed in towards the site as well to get up close and personal in your face with the Bucky. So kind of difficult for Global to counter that, unfortunately.
Yeah, honestly, it's
Here
a big
on
round
them.
for NAOS to actually win this one because they're gonna put up maybe 4 on the back of this, and on attack, getting 4 in the first half itself in the first 4 rounds is a big win on split. Unless, of course, we see Global Esports turn up the heat in the next couple of rounds. But this is right now NAOS' playground, and they're showing why they picked this map.
Yeah, there's a lot more of a premium on Crystal's utility being successes as well, because you can't really just rely upon the Cypher camera to be playing back either. It needs to be forward to gain early information, because you immediately see one player on side of Global Esports spotting out 2 in mid, and that's caused for immediate rotations over to the B site, expecting that there might be a bit of a pinch coming in towards it. This is one of the deficits on this roster of agents that Global is seeing. They have to be bodies to secure information. They can't rely on utility to do it, really.
Yeah. At this point,
And a nice shot, Ray. Nice shot, bhai.
But no, he's got pressure coming in from heaven. They do have the ultimate coming in, and there's lightning strike, overdrive, gets the one, and this is a big round changer. It always has been, but the instant rotation from NAOS coming in towards the B side, they're running in towards B heaven. There's got Mojo here to take the charge, but he's gone down a little bit. He's gone to half HP. Poppy's ready for it. If he can get this one, it's gonna be a big kill. They turn around, the flash comes in. There comes once again. It's gonna be Patrick, but NAOS jump down like a waterfall with all their members, and they find it. It's a 1v1. Time of the essence. He needs to stick this plant now, Nexi. He spotted Yudo.
Oh, did he see him? He saw him.
Yeah, he did. He did. It's gonna come down to wire here. He's gonna have to stick it. Cam goes out. He's gonna try and take it out, but the tag comes in. Yudo plays it safe. Holds on for a second. Spots him again.
Nice round, yaar. Nice one.
It's gonna be a global esports round. We saw something similar.
Let's
yesterday. We're gonna see
go.
something again today. Once again,
Bye. Nice thrifty round, bhai. Gajab. Hello Rajesh, welcome to stream. कैसे हो? GTR पे क्यों नहीं खेलते हो? GTR पे यार खेलूंगा रे. भी थोड़ा time का issue है रे.
With the team on the sides, and it's going to be your sentinel to solo find their space and find their impact, their frags around every other part of the map, and that's exactly what we see from Yudatan at the end there. The 1 versus 1 coming forward, but the heavy lifting, really, the information that they
इसलिए नहीं हो पा रही. और बताओ राजेश, how are you यार?
Stalling NAOS from flooding out heaven. I was concerned for Papi overstaying his welcome, playing towards hell, but he did what was required. Some damage, some time.
It's a hit है. I think
and get the job
full
done.
hit
Now
है
you
इस बार
can
तो.
do a quick A creep from NAOS up through towards ramp to find full.
हाँ भाई है भी ना उस पे, पर 3 round जीते. I think हाँ होगा ना.
As well. They know that they have the rotation covered.
I've got your trail.
Yeah, Crystal's actually in a great position, and he's going to be able to find one. Does not fall for
One.
a second. Yudo still on side, uses his cages to protect himself for the moment, but somehow it was Patrick's fault, not expecting somebody on side. Yudo goes out of the smoke. Unfortunately, could not have done anything else. Xavi was ready for him right there, and Kelly on the flank might just be found. No, he's going to be taken out. Xavi's gone, and that is a flank they need to worry about now. Once Heaven, the heal comes back. The Rigo is going to help Mosier just get ready for any more fights. He does have a nade still to keep pressure on towards Poppy if he decides to come into CT, and that's exactly what he's done. But now it is a clear 2v3. Poppy, a lot of stars being deployed here. We smoke, the stun goes through, and there it helps Kelly. He gets the first, but they don't know Mojo's here. Poppy needs to check this, and he will. It's come down to just Nexi now. Smokes the entire side. Keeps himself healthy. This
Nice
time
round,
wins.
bhai. Nice. Close जा रहे हैं. Hello Hardy, welcome to the stream. How are you?
For his team.
ये वाला replay क्यों दिखा रहे हैं?
And, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be happy about that.
Nice round, भाई. क्या round निकाला?
Great that he comes through where required at the end, though not for a lack of
Nice stun, भाई. Papi का stun अच्छा था वाला.
His opponent's utility.
वो push नहीं कर पाए. Perfect, भाई. Perfect book play.
Into that one as well, but takes the angle. Gotta say that was a 2 versus 3 conversion.
राजेश यार
at the
RP का
end, but we do
करते हैं
see from
कुछ कोई
Global
बात.
Esports, Papi having Cosmic Divide available
करता
to
हूँ
him,
इंतजाम
but
यार.
not using it. So some great
यार भी खेलना
communication
चालू कर
you
दो
would
ब्रदर.
expect in that
हार्डी
scenario
यार
for the two
वही मैं
remaining
उनको भी
guys
वही
to
कहा
get
था.
the
मुझे
job
पता
done at
था
the
आपका भी
end
क्वेश्चन
there
ये
to
सेम ही
still
आएगा.
keep this map in contention, right?
यार
Two
थोड़ा मेरा
rounds
टाइम
in
का
a
इशू है
row, both
बिकॉज
the
मेरे
users
लेट नाइट स्ट्रीम हो
seeing
रही है.
NAOS get in
मैं
towards
फ्री
these sites, but we're not
12
seeing
बजे
them
का राउंड हो
with
रहा हूँ.
enough players with enough space beforehand to lock it down.
वही
So
ऑफिस
we'll
वगैरह और
see how
बाकी
going
और भी
into the
काम
remaining,
चीज
6
उसकी
rounds.
वजह से नहीं खेल रहा
Rolling up
हूँ.
through the guts of mid, they're pushing Global Esports back already, and the hunt is actually on to Kelly S. He has to give up full control of events, so you can pause if you are NAOS right now. You can look for a bit of a reset.
Nice shot,
That's
भाई.
quite unfortunate for you, Tan.
Yeah, he gets the favor return that he delivered to Xavi 2 rounds ago on that eco round. That's what started off this 2-round haul. There he is, Patrick finding the trade-off on the other side of the map
Yeah.
for what was lost. And now
It's a
do
counter
have
two though,
plan,
Uni.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Counter two. He saw both of them. They have to still be quite paranoid that there might be a flank because they saw that Xavi 8K was running away from the opponents. running away from his
Nice, yaar,
teammates
you
there.
can.
Now they've
Nice,
found
Ray.
okay, advantage. Hunter's Fury, actually, if you want, for Crystal to rip.
उनका 4v3 है पर सब पुश कर रहे हैं बी मेन से.
Yeah, as soon as I mention it, it comes right down. Stars across to make sure that they don't get any room to play with. They spotted Mojer, and there comes another one as well. He's going to come into Hunter's Fury here just to give them space and the commotion to move in.
Ooh.
He's going to tag Mojer, but Shah, he's holding actually a pretty great position. He could get into a nice little hole here and find themselves around, and they will. The crossfire, the triple crossfire.
Yeah.
One from CT, one from Heaven.
हर्ट सही थी बट प्लांट अल्ट वाला नहीं था.
Really great post
बैक साइड प्लांट था. पहले देखना चाहिए था फिर उसके बाद अल्ट करनी चाहिए थी.
I gotta say, that is a gorgeous pick of plant position from NAOS at the end there as well. Recognizing the fact that they've lost control of Garage when that kill comes through on towards Nexi. Recognizing that Xavi AK is no longer near the action as well. You can't be planting in a default spot. You know that the Hunter's Fury, or rather the Cosmic Divide at that point in time, is normally going to be placed to offset that main spam.
time out लिया है.
It's
G ने
gonna
लिया था time.
generally
Right.
be planted for main if you've got full control of the site. So just the quick recognition for the guys over on NAOS to plant over towards side spawn instead, it really throws a spanner in the works for what Global tried to do. You could immediately see as soon as the Cosmic Divide went down, they charged to try and get on the spike defuse at that default spot. And, well, what do you know? The spike wasn't there.
Yeah, you know, it was actually really smart play from NAOS to plan it all the way.
ना उसने जो खेला भाई वहाँ उनने प्लांट अगर उनको पता पहले पता करना चाहिए था प्लांट कहाँ पे है. और उन्होंने भी क्विक थिंकिंग थी. उन्होंने वहाँ किया फिर सीटी प्ले के भाई. वहाँ से डिटेक होना मुश्किल था. कुछ सब बी में नहीं आ रहे थे. I think so. We are back. Yes, we are back. Sorry guys, sorry. यार अब लाइट जाने का तो हम क्या ही कर सकते हैं. We are back.
Who were relatively low before even getting into that environment, right? So that's what you kind
कौन
of
सा एक और round हार गए हम?
okay, they're 2 players low in the pit, counter pitting. It's an open plant, spammable from side spawn. That is extremely risky to go for that in the end there. And yeah.
Okay, he finds Kelly in an awkward position, but Patrick
Nice,
once
okay.
again ready for the aim.
Patrick आज अच्छा खेला भाई कल के comparison में. First map.
Even opening towards the A side, Yudo and Xavi have their constant fight going on at that A min. It's going to be Xavi coming out on top once again, but Crystal's there to try and make sure that there's no more penetration
3v2
on that side of the map. Whereas, look at him, he's actually crawled in. He's got a lot of information here. He could call Xavi to just come back to the B side once he gets.
I think they will go B.
Exactly the
Yep.
Look at him. Xavi's already made his way into.
It's not it's not only Emon's information as well. It's the fact that the call from Xavi is that Crystal is still over at A. That they know that it is maximum 2 players over at B. It's why you've got the solo pathing. You clear everything out. I would not be surprised right now if Emon gets the plant and then hits the Seekers to see if there's any late flanks coming through. If there's anyone coming through that's really close to protect it on the plant.
Yeah.
Because this is that gamble rotation over for Global Esports, and it's okay, it's very valid because they've still got the player advantage, but 20 seconds to go, now you start to consider, okay, have we potentially opened up to a B main flank? Because this smoke, it throws a bit of a spanner in the works again. You have to consider it. I'm expecting the speakers to be ripped from Eman, and they are.
Yeah, there they are. Now they know that all 3 are here, and it's gonna be a all-out growl. But Crystal,
What a shot!
The Phantom Curse.
Shot, yeah.
Curse hits him, and Eman's gonna have to fight it out. He will not.
Nice round, bhai. Nice round, bhai.
Let's Patrick stabilize at the last second there. And it's Global Esports making a good decision to just stick together, not leaving anybody on B. The decision to make sure that both, Patrick and Poppy just come back, play with Crystal, and not really give anything to Emin to play with was actually, paramount. Because if Emin had gotten even 1 kill, it would have been a 2v2, real difficult because Crystal was on the other side of the map.
It's just playing strength in numbers at that point in time as well. You're either
अच्छा round था भाई, अच्छा round था. अरे वहाँ 2 B main में मारे, फिर एक यहाँ पे. Nice retake.
Really nicely done for Global Esports to just make sure they're all on the same page at that point in time. And I will still say a valiant effort for NAOS. The caveat being very big.
उनकी साइड नायोस के साइड से भी कोई गलती नहीं हुई, बिल्कुल परफेक्ट प्लांट किया. और फिर जैसा जैसा बोला यूनिवर्स ने कि लाइक अल्ट एंड ऑल.
That kind of does have to be respected.
Where he just knows, doesn't he?
Nice,
Recon came up
nice.
Tangent, but look at his position. He's actually kind of crawled in to win.
Yeah, but he can't do anything with it really.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So we'll have to see a little bit of lull in action now come through. Although, with that drone, actually, there is timing. The camera didn't even spot our jar. Unfortunately, Crystal was ready with the gun, but just not available for that one. And now it's a little bit more awkward for Patrick, isn't it? Because they're like ships in the night. They pass each other.
Nice, Ray.
2 versus 2 now.
Yo cam खेल रहा है भाई आज.
He could win a potential 1 versus 1. Patrick, what a shutdown on that shot.
वाह क्या मारा भाई. वेट करना था यार पापी का.
Once again, it's a 1v2. Yesterday it was Crystal. Today it has to be Poppy. Emin's pretty low, so that is a takeable duel at the moment. He needs to just find him because he knows he's low. He knows that one's on site. Time to find the other. Got a good start in. Try to maybe seize him, make him feel uncomfortable. There goes the stun, and one way as well. He's trying to confuse him about his own position, but Emin's ready for it, for him to push in from CT.
यार यहाँ से नहीं हेवन से जाना चाहिए था. I think so.
The faster he needs to move right now is the better it'll be for him to secure this round. There's a sound, but takes out his knife. I'm expecting somebody to be watching the outing there. It's going to be number 6 for NAOS. I'm going to say, Komodo, this is a little concerning given 6 on split on attack is amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I'm looking at Papi as well, and I had a bit of a thought, have we actually ever seen him play on the Astra? And the answer is no, right? So there's a little bit of that agent exploration that you have to come in towards it. And again, perfect tournament to be able to do so, right? When you're trying to figure out things in an official capacity with a team, what works, what doesn't work, changing agents, is there role comfort for Papi on the Astra? At the moment, it doesn't really feel like there is too much of it. He's out of the action a lot of times, but for right now, I mean, who is feeling comfortable? It's that man right there. It's Patrick with that.
Crystal, nice,
with the Sheriff. Disregard the Sova. It's a 5 versus 3 and an opportunity for Global Esports to actually pick apart this round.
सब कैसे खत्म होंगे भाई? 2 बंदों ने सारे मार दिए यार. 2v2 कैसे हो गया ये? लास्ट इजी राउंड था भाई. दो ले गया यार स्काई पर.
Look at the recovery, man. That is clinically insane.
I think होल्ड करना था. 2v2 था ना मेरे हिसाब से. तो 2 लास्ट 2 बचे थे ना, उनको होल्ड करना था. अंदर गन रिट्रीव करके हो सकता था. But I think eco था ना उनका. Nice eco, I will say. Nice eco round.
Should have been around for NAOS to be able to get that one back.
भाई यार
We'll have to
थोड़ा
see.
इसका
But
काम भी
it's
कर रहा हूँ रे
Freshy.
भाई साहब से
If Global is going to be able to at least make it interesting and bring us back onto the 7-5 again, a couple
फिर
of these
से
ultimates
हिट है नहीं 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 मिड
but
हिट है
once again, I gotta say, the amount of space that they keep getting up towards the ramp for now, so I'm surprised that there's no real connections on that Hunter's Fury coming through. You've already got the creep up through mid as well. Patrick isn't able to find too much there, but Yudo Tan on towards Nexi. You start to get a little bit more information, but once again, just the trades, the battles in two separate parts of the map.
अरे
Jar
हेल्थ लो
doubling
थी रे
down.
क्या
And it's once again onto Crystal and Papi to see if they can recover this one. Great positioning from Crystal, actually. It'll be unexpected, but maybe spotted out. The answer's going to be no. The one
अरे
up
एक
not
और
the
एक और
second.
मिल जाता ना
On towards Jar, who's looking for the
1v2
4K.
लग रहा है
And it will be Papi just again. He can't get that one. A 4K from Jar going above and beyond. Now certainly putting in a solid effort on split.
I'm back. Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Welcome back.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. I'm back. Sorry. Small little technical glitch on my end, but another round for now, as it seems, should have gone around. I actually kind of missed a bunch of that round because it's trying to just reconnect. But we're here on the final round. A bunch of ultimates to work with over here for NAOS. Actually, this should be anything but a GE round at this
9-3 हो
point,
गया
from the
guys
looks of it at least. An aggressive mid-take, it seems. There comes the ultimate, and G just commit to the fight. Moser finds two, but Patrick
अरे
was a
नहीं
little
रे
too ambitious there. Slid out of his B main side to find a kill. It's gonna be the Seekers committed, but to no avail. The enabler here, the double click comes out. It's gonna be Evan to find the trade. He's got a Yudo up against him. Out goes the flash. He's a blind man here, but somehow okay. I mean,
Spike down mid.
1v1 नाइस भाई दो हमने अल्ट में खो दिए थे बट फिर भी 1v1 दैट्स गुड रे दैट्स
pretty
गुड
chaotic mid attack.
It's all really down to timing and experience and a little bit of luck at this point as well. You've got your utility still set over at the A side if you are Udatan, but you sit back a little bit. You let Xavi kind of reveal himself at the moment, though I did just notice that Xavi is one away from Viper's Pit, so if the plant does come down, there's not a lot that Udatan's going to be able to figure out. I'm also seeing from that mid duel something that Moja's been doing really well so far is finding immediate space.
ओ
on
बी
this
पे या
race.
बी पे
Something
उड़ो
that
भाई
Patrick,
लेट्स
I'll
गो
give some free analysis to them right now. Every time we see a kill from Patrick, he always doubles down and goes for a slide in for a second one almost immediately.
Yeah.
30
And he's
seconds
bitten
left.
off more than he can chew once again. So there's a little bit of free gimme. That one needs to be reeled in just a tad.
Yeah, Xavi's made his way to the B site now. He's gonna clear every corner. Does he push up towards CT? No, he will not. He's gonna just plant it down as his smoke is gonna cover him up for just a couple of seconds. The Viper's Pit. As it
Nice
comes up,
round,
there's
yeah.
no just
Nice
that
one.
GE find a fourth round.
although half
Now,
थोड़ा
I
अपने
did
अगेंस्ट
mention
था
before
बट
the
ठीक है
game
यार
that it would
नाइस
be great
ये
for
अल्ट
GE
ले गया
to
दो
find
बंदे
the
तो
A4.
नहीं तो
It would be
इजी हो
good for
जाता
them. It seems like they heard the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that's just, again, Valorant experience at the end there for Udotan too, right? In recognizing the fact that the plant goes down, the pit will be available. You've got that deploy time that it comes through, which you pretty much usually guarantee to kill unless that body gets the better of you. So well done at the end to bring a sense of stability to the all but shambles defensive side for Global Esports. And as we just peek into this scoreboard, look at old mate Patrick at the top. He's currently on 16 frags on that side. He's putting in his effort.
पैट्रिक भाई पैट्रिक तू तो आज खेल रहा है आज अच्छा खेल रहा है भाई
And this attacking side is honestly going to be quite brutal if they're not layering their utility quite nicely, because a single spot of information and a single duelist for entries with, by the way, 0 flash ability, that is a little bit of a worry for me.
Yeah, it seems like they got a set play over here. Kellyus is lining up for Molly, and he's gonna go down right at the back of side. Oh, there he goes. It's gonna be Patrick once again, leading the charge for his team. A great setup of
आज दो मार गया वो
instantly trades back a
तीन
double and a triple. Oh my god, these duelists are exchanging it all, and it's gonna be a
नाइस राउंड यार नाइस वन भाई ना उसने भी अच्छा रिकवर किया फिर जी ने भी ओ माय गॉड भाई व्हाट अ chaotic round बट मजा आया
That is
भाई
crazy shots from Jar, but I think more importantly, that's Global Esports showcasing a full set, prepared, execute on towards that B site. You can see the combination of Snakebite and Gravity Well to off-put and offset the opponents, making them vulnerable.
Nice
to
set
this
play
utility
भाई
no matter
मस्त
what.
था भाई
Allowing
मजा आया
Patrick to rapidly
एक
run on
गेम
in
देखने में तो
slide
मजा
around
आता
the
है
site as well to get the kills where required, because you've got no vision from the top of the site with the smokes that are down. You've got no straight shots on the bottom of the site. If you're vulnerable, you're dead very quickly. So that was really nicely done from Global, and technically Ace also stolen at the end there by Kelly. But hey, look, it's okay. They got the pistol, right?
Yeah, they did. Now it's going for an quiet mid attack on contact. Smoke's gonna go up. It's gonna be Patrick once again. No, actually,
Crystal.
supporting
Nice,
him there.
eh?
And the other two, there's two more here. They're holding on a crossfire. Potential for them to actually drop a couple weapons if they peek together. And it seems like they are going to be doing it, but it only reports. Okay, 1, 2. No way, Shabby. How do you get 3?
3 कैसे मार दिया उसने?
Yeah.
नाइस रे, नाइस इको भाई.
Expensive round for global esports.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you know, you think about what we saw.
नेट हो जाओगे. हेलो समथिंग, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम यार. कैसे हो? क्या हो गया नेट को एकदम से?
लास्ट ईयर तो
क्या क्या सीन है भाई? बढ़िया समथिंग. आप बताओ कैसे हो यार? लॉन्ग टाइम नो सी. क्या सीन है? कहाँ बिजी हो भाई आजकल? एक हो रहा है गाइस. हाँ, सब बढ़िया. नाइस यार.
Say goodbye to Nexi. Long range from the Spectre. Okay. Deep. And now you say goodbye to Nexi. Long range from the Spectre. Okay. Hello, Global. This is now their round for the taking.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that they're doing exactly what NAOS did in their first half. The third round, Xavi does get the trade on though, and that stopped the flank for a couple of seconds. Mojo is going to deny it a little bit longer with his nade. The paint shells making it a little bit easier for his teammates to kind of come closer, and now they've got that Sky who can support them with the utility, and there it goes. It tags Trailblazer. It's gonna be the fingers that's gonna pop the lightning strikes, and there he goes, putting extra pressure on NAOS. Patrick, does he need to overextend? Just hold on. No, he can do it by himself. And he's
क्या खेल रहे हैं भाई? अरे वही काम धंधा. सेम यार, मेरा भी चल रहा है काम धंधा. साथ साथ वॉच पार्टी की काम धंधा कर रहा हूँ रे भाई.
Really good stuff, but also I would say, you know, kind of got lucky that, you know,
कैसे चल रहा है समथिंग यार काम धंधा? भाई क्या राउंड निकाला भाई, मजा आ गया देख के. जो 3 राउंड बैक टू बैक आए ना, ओए होए होए.
The end there as well. The fact that Mojo's blast pack nearly offsets Patrick's aim enough that the kill goes the other way, and then you're looking.
पैट्रिक को खेल रहा है भाई. जितनी तारीफ करी गई है ना पैट्रिक की, उसके हिसाब से खेल रहा हूँ.
So for global esports,
Nice
ability to bring that one through, and now they're knocking at the door of NAOS. It's 1 round difference. It's a bit more of that mid exploration again. The standard default across the map for global. And just the how do you do peaks to come through from NAOS, who do have this round to have a little bit of a conversation to be had, right? These 3 little lower equipped rounds, you can use them to get your thoughts in order on how you want to navigate it a little bit later. Uni, so far you've seen that Yudatan is primarily lurking over towards this ace fight. Secure that he's here by the cage, by the flag as well. A significant shot from MR2, but if he keeps on going, there's an opportunity for Jar to find him and steal.
अरे इस पे वो होती ना, क्या बोलते हैं, शेरिफ होती तो नहीं मरता वो.
Better for Jad actually rotating, come in. The flash is going to help him a little bit, but again, in the blind, in the darkness, once again, it's going to be Patrick who strikes. Mosier going with the bucky, missing his shot. I'm not going to connect.
Nice.
Where he wants to give enough damage, and it's just the Patrick who's show right now. Ja is going to try and contest that.
Nice round, guys. 8-8 हो गया. Let's go. G looking strong ना? हाँ. Attacking में G is looking strong.
Yeah, definitely feels
ऑन पेपर तो स्ट्रांग है ही. मतलब जो सब प्लेयर्स की हिस्ट्री रही है उसके हिसाब से. बट मेन ये है कि एक साथ जब खेलें आके, अब होता है इम्पोर्टेंट कि एज अ टीम दे कैन प्ले गुड.
But more importantly, just the reactiveness at the moment that we're seeing from the duelists on both of these sides has been really important.
बस पैसे नहीं बढ़ रहे, बाकी प्रोजेक्ट इज गुड, लर्निंग इज गुड. यार मेरा भी भाई, मेरा तो भाई प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ट है. और ऑल द समथिंग भाई, ऑल सब सीनियर्स, अपने कलीग्स, जूनियर्स सब बढ़िया है. और किसी चीज में करने हैं, एक पैसे की थोड़ी सी कमी है. तो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड यार. इन तो वीसीटी पता चलेगा, देखो. हाँ वो तो बात है ही.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
Zhao
I
was just
mean-
a little too quick.
अब अच्छा खेलेंगे तो
Once
VCT में
again,
भी अच्छा
Safir
खेलेंगे
is
यार.
lurking by himself over at the A site. He's been rinsed and repeating this time and time again, so it's only a matter of time before he kind of was reeled into a false sense of security, which is exactly what happens there with Jar on the operator, who now secures extra space at a forward line.
Nice
hearing
space तो ले
that
लिया.
Heaven is vulnerable.
अबे यार
Viper's
वो
gonna
तो
be
रोप की
vulnerable
आवाज
in
दे
a
दी.
few mere moments. So they do have to start to piece together extra information. That's why you see the creep up from NAOS in towards the garage.
3 मिड में है.
The idea is that that is a weak
एक
spot.
B-min देख रहा है.
Losing mid, you've got to pick up the space elsewhere. And Harpy now he secures it. Do not fight again. Your team needs your smokes.
Yeah, but he's getting pushed upon. I'm not sure he expects the close angle.
Nice ray, Papi.
Stabilizes his aim, gets the one. But Global Esports extending elsewhere, and they've lost Poppy in towards mid as well. No, come. He's gonna put it. He's gonna put the spike down as Global Esports now in a.
एक और है ना B में 2v3 2v4.
Win this first. Do your Crystal. He overextends once again. Now he's ready for it.
long range fight में लेनी थी.
A big,
As
big, I would say, sigh of relief for NAOS here winning this round because they were letting Global Esports dictate the pace of the game. And to be fair, Global Esports, pretty much across the entire first 4 rounds, they've been playing that contact burst kind of play. It's been mostly their execute coming on the back of the minute. It's going to be Patrick or Crystal's drone that finds the contact. The minute that happens, they're just going to burst out of the scene and let Yudo do his thing on the other side of the map. And they've practically got Kelly playing.
आपका प्रोफाइल क्या है if you don't mind telling? मेरा प्रोफाइल क्या है? I am system admin.
The rest is just
System
letting
admin.
Patrick being set up by the utility that
मैं बताया भी है शायद स्ट्रीम पर नहीं बताएगा. बताया भी होगा.
on that B site.
System admin हो यार. I am part of Mercedes Benz project.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking on towards that round. Finally, we do get one back over towards now.
System admin कह लो, system engineer कह लो. अरे यार नहीं रे.
I thought they'd be able to play it a little
वो
bit
पीक दे ही रहा है वहाँ पे.
Keep a body from now eyed on towards that potential later lurk, but an immediate challenge from Jar, an immediate dispatchment, and an immediate head scratcher for Global Esports. What do you want to do to try and
Crystal
get back
peak
into
मत दियो,
this one,
nice.
right? You're gonna have to play on the back of a little bit of timing on this toxic screen.
Nice toxic screen
does
मिली.
allow Crystal to escape, but once moreover, Yudatan again is just gonna have to shift into this really late lurk. So you're essentially looking at a 3 versus 5 where the action is concerned.
Yeah, Yudo's just trying to keep
नहीं.
the A side, taking out the trail.
Nice, nice, nice.
Just to give a little bit of sound cue, but NAOS are not feeding any sort of attention to that. They've already gotten Xavi to keep his eye on mid. Emin's considering a move back towards B, but Yudo still doing as much as he can. He's getting up close now as well. Could crawl into Wentz, maybe find the timing.
There's the info.
Yeah, there comes the flash on B main though. Next, he gonna go down.
Aga, nice.
Fight, and Kelly snaps on.
Nice Ludo, nice रे. What a lurk भाई.
The bricks falling the way
गजब.
of Global Esports as they build a perfect architectural piece here of this round.
अरे ब्लाइंड हो गया था. यार इनका जा बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहा.
For now, though, 48 HP, gonna always be a difficult one. As Papi can rely upon that star on the spike in case it does come into play, but the little later lurk that won't be spotted out by the drone Jar. He first has to dispatch of Papi to even get a chance in towards this one. And the time's just ticked away.
Yeah, he just needs to hope that he can probably drop a couple of weapons here.
So yeah, at least आपका एक path set है, like SSC, TA. Further हमारा में ऐसे नहीं है. Duelist kind of less in split, I feel. Of course it's less by, but इन्होंने set plays जो बनाए हुए हैं ना, Astra और Viper के,
He's just
अच्छे
gonna
हैं.
fall away and play it for the
हम
next
तो है.
round as well, right? So I'm looking at this round and I'm looking at
Path यार मैं क्या बताऊँ यार, something आजकल path वाथ कुछ रहा ही नहीं, to be honest, in our IT field. You can do anything from anything or from anyone to anyone. समझ रहे हो? Getting my point.
As well, right? So that first kill that actually comes through from Crystal is paramount to their success to be able to get into the site because you can't reset if you lose him in that
क्योंकि
position as
like
well. There's 30 seconds to still try.
वो मेरा path है, उससे मैं different चीजें करता रहता हूँ. मेरा different field में जाना है. तो ऐसे समझ रहे हो तो
Yeah.
really important that, you know, that's one, but also that they mitigate those sort of circumstances as much as possible going into these forward rounds. You don't want to let the time tick down to the wire, and it
Oops.
relies on, you know,
Please.
these
Yeah, I'm not gonna
required
be honest.
items happening in this sequential order. You need to be making sure that bits and pieces of the puzzle are built in certain different locations
thank God,
at the
nice.
same time, which
नहीं
we've
जैसे
not
मैं
really
कंपनी
seen
में
too much
है
in the
ना
last
कि
couple of
you
rounds. We've
complete
seen the
this
bits and
many years and
secondary
आपको
rounds,
पोजीशन दे
but
देंगे.
these last 4 we haven't
On that way
really
you are
seen too
saying.
hard.
Yeah, I know.
मतलब
There is one thing I believe, you know, they could go for it now here.
ऐसा
Maybe
है
just
भी
wait
और
to
नहीं
avoid
भी
that, you know,
मतलब
Viper
क्योंकि
split towards mid
कंपनी के
or
हिसाब
just
से
behind
इट्स
mid
लाइक ऑलवेज लेट.
whatsoever. Set him up with one player there, you know, kind of make Global
मतलब
Esports
बहुत ज्यादा साल में
find their
पोजीशन
way
चेंज
through
होती
the
है. टाइम
extremities.
थोड़ा होता है इसी पे.
You know, kind of maneuvering through that Viper split on
अब
mid
कौन सा
is
हिट है?
especially difficult
आई
to
थिंक
the
बी
amount of
हिट है अब
damage
की बार.
you have to take to try
अब
and
की बार
chase anybody down.
ए पे हैं वो लोग
And with no
तीन है
flash to
वहाँ पे
push through these single extremities,
कि
this
उनको
big one as
लर्क
well
बहुत
with the
दिक्कत दे रहा
witness
है.
in mid, it does make it a little bit more difficult. So you're right, you're not wrong, but for right now, I mean, they're setting up for once again this B execute.
ये कौन सी लाइनअप है गाइस? मैं तो देखी नहीं कभी ये लाइनअप.
Back towards backside. So it really comes against this bit of an eco from NAOS that they might just have to respect this spike plant from going on down.
नाइस द रिवील
Walk
यार.
away from it into a 5 versus 5 post plant where you've got a Viper spit if you need to for Kelly.
भी लर्क को देख रहे हैं यार. ये है
Playing in towards real deep spawn.
डर बना दिया इनको कि लर्क आ सकता है अभी कोई.
This should 100%
अरे नहीं
be
रे.
around for global. Though if you're giving Jar
टाइमिंग
options, he's gonna
हो
take
गई.
'em.
Yeah, the Viper spit is right now the only win condition they've got. Hunter's Fury committed from the attacking side just to give a little bit more pressure and let Udo probably get a little blow. The Trailblazer's gonna spot him, and they're gonna run
अरे
straight
भाई
in with
कुछ भी
Nixie.
लगा.
Fires a stray bullet, and it finds the head of Udotan. It's gonna be on to Kelly to find this drop, but Mosier slaps him in the face, and it's all on Crystal. But the time is against him. Will he get that shot in time? No, he
He's
will
defused it.
not. Oh, it's not even gonna be enough damage for him. And Global Esports, that is
थोड़ा सा डैमेज और हो
rough.
जाता
You
ना
cannot
मर जाता
run
हूँ.
like this.
Yeah.
यार
I mean,
टाइमिंग हो
the
गई.
pit goes
आप
down
ने
for
जो
Kelly S, but the
स्मोक
plant
वापस
isn't
लिया
gone
ना
for the back of
ये
side,
वाला
so it
देखो
is
ये
the
टाइमिंग हो
ricochet
गई.
required for Crystal to
एक
get that
सेकंड
shot called out
थोड़ा सा और
from
सेकंड
the
लेट
end. And I gotta say, a
जाता
nice
ना
shot
वो
for Nexi
तो
and
राउंड निकल
Afro
गया था.
Roja finally on the back of bouncing around on the blast packs. He gets kill in a little bit of style, but yeah, really those trades to come through. And the biggest glaring face puncher is literally going to be the operator that Jar gets 2 for in the open and now opens up for the B main early peak.
Scout destroyed.
Early information exchange towards A main.
ये पे दे आर वेटिंग. ये पे उनको
His
उम्मीद
Trailblazer
है.
destroyed, so he knows there's at least 2 players here. But Global Esports, they're probably keen on right now taking their fight on towards Rams. Mosier's here. That flash is gonna help him. Oh, he does spot a bunch of players, and he's gonna get one and does not get away with it completely because his teammate's gonna get out. But he
Run
finds
नहीं हुआ
the
यार.
trade. A little too ambitious once again there. Patrick didn't really need to commit to that fight. I understand the stun and
हो गए
slide in,
राउंड भी
but
यार.
it's just such
Yeah.
a 50-50 whether or not he gets caught in it, especially if it's not completely
उन पे सेंटी है ही
in that
नहीं.
area.
हाँ वो भी है.
I mean, we've always seen Udotan over at A main, right? So it's always a position that you really have.
नहीं,
to respect
sound नहीं
playing
देनी
with
थी भाई.
somebody over at
Expect
Global
किया था
Esports.
उनने.
It's a no-brainer for NAOS to have a couple of eyes there at the beginning of the round.
स्मोक में वन टैप कहाँ लिया उन्होंने?
I mean, the tail end of this round.
कहाँ लिया ना. हाँ
Just,
वही कह रहा हूँ.
Udotan
स्मोक
probably
को
gonna die.
रिट्रीव
30
करके
seconds to go, 5 HP. Flank
ये
sword
चल दिया उसने.
off. Uncharacteristic miss from Jar, it feels like at the moment. There we go. 4 alive for NAOS Universe. This is looking a little bit more dire for Global Esports now on Split.
Yeah, they've kind of let
एमपी रे. आया तो अच्छा था बट वो स्टन नहीं हुआ यार. उसको पुश नहीं करना चाहिए था पैट्रिक को.
Even Mosier, who's
ये
not
सेकंड टाइम आउट किसने लिया? अब जी ने लिया होगा सेकंड टाइम आउट.
really well on that ramp side. And
अब ये सेव राउंड है 12 हो जाएगा.
Patrick didn't really need to overstand. I understand that he's been playing the forefront role. He's been carrying the team.
नहीं टीम में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. वो तो बात है ही. वो तो सब प्रैक्टिस ही तो है. ये सब प्रैक्टिस ही है.
But the decision making in the early stages of some of these rounds has been a little bit questionable. Needs to be fixed, and I'm pretty sure Juvie is going to be focusing on that. In this little break, the timeout.
हो जाएगा guys. और बताओ भाई.
He's
What's up?
justifying what exactly he wants to be translated to his team. Because
क्या लगता है
they're
guys,
kind of
कौन
falling
जीतेगा
apart at
ये?
the moment. No real those set executes that they
I
had in the first couple
think
of rounds.
अगर ये
Just
राउंड
right
निकल
now,
जाए,
going
ठीक
to
है,
low
9-11 है,
That's the thing. That's the thing I wanted to
तो
highlight
नंबर ही
right now
गलत
as
है
well.
वैसे
When
तो.
you come in with a full new
तो
roster and you come in with a different agent selection on the map,
बट
you're
यार उन
going
पे
to
बाय
have
कहाँ है? अच्छे
unknown
बाय नहीं है.
strategies, right? Those are
Yeah.
the strategies that teams usually don't have counters for
उन्होंने
or
बाय
adjustments
किया
for
है
immediately. It takes a couple
अगले
of rounds
राउंड
to
के
recognize
लिए
that.
नहीं.
And that's the
Exactly.
scenario
हाँ,
we're
हो
seeing
जाएगा
right
अगले
now.
राउंड के
NAOS
लिए
have
भी.
had that breathing room by the half that they found
इनके
in
पास तो बाय
Q4
अगले राउंड में
to
भी है.
have
आई
this
थिंक नायोस
recovery,
जीतेगा
figure out the
फर्स्ट में.
strengths of their opponents, and then
इनके
look
पास
to
बाय है भाई.
so, you
अगले
know,
राउंड में बाय है.
right effort from Global to come out with something that they feeling comfortable, new initiative, but we are also
Nice,
seeing early
Ray.
from now to early recognize what Global are throwing at them to counter it and yeah, look to close out the map. Now the Viper's pick goes in through towards mid. No flash to break in towards this.
यार इसको किसी को स्पैम ना पड़ जाए बस ऐसे ही फालतू.
Jar, operator prized and ready for when this wall goes down. At least Global don't give him that chance now.
Yeah, the Viper's pit is not going to help them. They're going to have to concede it. Maybe that allows Yudo to kind of actually find a backstab, but they're going to be finding him themselves on towards mid. He's not going to connect the surface. It's going to be Nexi.
push.
And now Global Esports will be worried about two different angles, a flank as well that could potentially be coming in. But no, now it's actually rotated back. The Trailblazers are going to clear out any close angles, and that's going to allow
नहीं जल्दी मार दिया
a
अल्ट.
little bit more space to walk in the bud. Look at who's come out. Patrick Koo, the blind's
अबे
going to
नहीं यार.
Poppy gets one. Kelly has follows it up.
बोला
And on
जल्दी
the
मार
side,
दिया
they're
अल्ट.
gonna keep themselves busy. The paint show not gonna touch Crystal just enough as much they would get a kill.
Here.
It's gonna be Ja who needs to make the decision point here. Poppy swings out, loses his life. It's gonna be Kelly as next contact. They know he's back to sight. Cannot take him more than one kill. The recon comes out. It's gonna find him. Crystal, he might have
that's
done
it.
just enough. Yep, he's done enough. And
Nice round भाई Crystal. Oh
surviving for
my
as long as he
god.
possibly
भाई
could.
गजब
Under
भाई.
composure, forgive me, under balance
Nice,
of
nice,
composure.
nice, nice.
Playing
भाई
line of sight
क्या
defense
राउंड
on
निकाला
that
भाई.
side pillar
इम्पॉसिबल राउंड
that
निकाल
allows
दिया
him to
भाई.
play
Yeah.
for the round.
What a shot by
Yeah,
Crystal.
I mean, at that point in time as well, it is a moment of everybody be quiet, let me hear footsteps, let me hear positioning, see if I can clutch out this round at the end, because you know that there's so
Crystal
many
OP
angles that
भाई.
Mouse are just charging against
राउंड है
Global,
भाई.
who
ये
are
राउंड
kind of looking to
निकलता है तो
manipulate a
चांस
little
है.
bit at
हाफ
the end.
चांस है.
Spike goes
अब इन
down,
पे
but
थोड़ा हाफ आया.
nicely
अगर
done
ये
from
राउंड
Crystal
निकालते हैं तो
to
अगले
wrap
राउंड
up
इन पे बाय नहीं
and
होगा.
keep it from moving to an overtime spot.
अच्छा, let's
I'm
go.
seeing the same
अरे
sort
इससे
of
मत मरो यार.
attempted
ये
early
बंदे से
play
मत मरो.
from Jar once again. He hears the camera, knows he doesn't need to overextend a little bit. Now that he starts to put him more on a forward line, there's a full rotation from Global over to this A side of the
दो
map
बंदे
as
हैं ना यहाँ
well.
पे.
Are you expecting a drone and a clearance to try and get earliness? We know that there's this line that
They are
goes,
waiting
oh, they
भाई.
can't get out of touch
Nice
with it.
read तो है.
Lost
Read तो है
tail
दोनों
kills,
टीम पे.
but if he's good for one, at least, it'll be gorgeous.
Yeah, now they know there's two players here up close and personal. Good amount of utility deployed by Global Esports.
Nice trade, nice trade. कोई दिक्कत नहीं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
Set up for Patrick there.
अरे उड़ो लो हो गया बहुत ज़्यादा.
Himself the cover he needs to kind of isolate that
He's going for the
player
neural.
towards Cubby. Yep. The neural theft is going to give them so much information. The B side, the only one guarding there. Nexi at the moment and beyond. Hunter Suri comes through. Kelly is working on the back of it.
Nice,
Finds the
nice,
three.
nice,
It's gonna be
nice ult भाई. OP भाई Crystal भाई. क्या मस्त करा भाई
No
इसने.
matter what, but Emmett's keeping them busy. Out with the knife, with the flash is holding his hand. A little too.
Nexi ने क्या शॉट मारा है Phantoms ने.
And it's on to Nexi now.
Crazy.
In a 1v2.
Yeah, very
Trap है क्या
doable
ऊपर?
actually as well if you can isolate
हाँ.
two of these kills. Paranoia and Shrouded steps around, but I'm expecting the time.
Ult भी है उस पे. Ult तो अभी यूज करेगा ही क्यों? ये cooking भाई. So wine split भाई. Crazy भाई. थोड़ा पैसे खेलना रहेगा double smoke side lineup में. पैसे खेल तो रहे हैं. अच्छा खेल रहा हूँ.
Nexi.
One enemy remaining.
It's the one.
नहीं.
Or the other way is it Nexi? Oh my god.
V3 हार गया. तो कहाँ Crystal कहाँ देख रहा था?
Making mistake there. I'm not
It's
sure
positioning.
why. Yeah, exactly.
Positioning गलत थी भाई.
At the end there, they dart out over towards
यार,
and, you know,
तुम
if
लोग
someone's
buy
going
नहीं
for
अब
the
इन
heaven
पे.
drop, you're going to hear the drop. So you got to consider in your head, okay, no shrouded step. He's not on the bottom of the site unless he's come in through ramp. I am actually really surprised at
यार
that
इतना
by
सही
process of
राउंड निकाला
elimination,
था भाई.
pieces of utility that they have thrown there that they don't choose to double swing together for a bit of a ramp peak or a bit of a rafters peak. The fact that Nexi paths in and is able to find both of those kills isolated and settled down, really well done from him.
Man, after the round.
यार 1v3 क्या 1v4 क्या ना उससे? नहीं नहीं 1v3
Really big mistake in this decision making of positioning, post-plant decisions.
पोजीशन
We've
थोड़ी
seen
गलत
them
हुई बट
do
कोई
better
नहीं एंटी रे
on rounds
एंटी नाइस
before.
ट्राई नाइस
The
ट्राई
NAOS have clearly taken the upper hand now.
कोई नहीं यार थोड़ी बहुत गलतियां हो जाती है गाइस कोई
Attempt now
नहीं
once again on
यार
that
मुंह
B
दे रखे थे
site.
क्रिस्टल
Once
ने
again,
पता नहीं
trying to
क्यों
maybe
भाई
set
तुम्हें
up
पता है ड्रॉप डाउन की आवाज तो
Patrick
आएगी
here, and Mosier has been spotted. It has to be finished off.
अरे
But they
नीचे
don't
उतर गया
check
वो
it.
ऑलरेडी
They don't hear him. They didn't even hear him. And Mosier
जी जी
capitalizes on everything. He's gonna be stopped with his ultimate in his hand, but it's all on to Yudo.
जी जी
And he
भाई
will
जी
be
जी
thrown to the pits as well. It's gonna be NAOS winning the first map, 13-10, and Global Esports. Man, that must have been a hard pill to swallow. After
उन
the
दोनों
first
को
round.
क्यों लगा कि वो अभी भी ऊपर ही बैठा होगा
Yeah, I mean, you look towards
रिफिल
those
होने के
enemy
बाद
spots as well, and it's another
ओ
situation of
भाई
we've got a strategy that we haven't deployed just yet. For now, so it's elevating a player for a position unexpected, and you got the reveal of that recon
पर
bomb
यार
being done as well.
पैट्रिक
Two,
को
and they
बहुत बढ़िया खेला
immediately just both
पूरा
try to
मैच
find
बढ़िया खेला
him,
भाई
not expecting him
ये
to come
जाकी
down. So
ऑफ ने
again,
दिमाग
from
खराब कर दिया
Roger,
भाई इसकी
he
ऑफ
had
ने
a
किल्स
really
लिए भाई
stellar bring back up in this map, didn't he? He was down on 8 kills from
और क्रिस्टल तो ओके है भाई क्रिस्टल ने तो अभी तक 3 मैच खेले जी ने
around with a lot of this utility on the race
तीनों
kit.
मैप में कोई मैप ऐसा नहीं है जिसमें क्रिस्टल ने परफॉर्म ना किया हो आज भी कल के दोनों मैप
Uni.
ओपी
And
भाई
with
क्रिस्टल
new map, new agent deployment from Global Esports, to a degree, I would argue that they've kind of got what you would want in a fresh team for this. You've got a lot of weaknesses that you want to try and pick up and figure out a little bit later on. which is
weaknesses
always
time
gonna be a
थोड़ा
good
टाइम
thing to
लगेगा
highlight. But also, I mean, you're now mapped down in this best of 3 from split. You're going into Sunset.
योकेम बेटर नेम देन
Yeah, you
पैट्रिक
gotta
हु
have a bit of a conversation.
हाँ
now to figure
योकेम
out
सही
how
है
to get
यार
back, right?
Yeah,
भाई किसी ने सोचा होगा जी और वीएनटी एक साथ
boost that they've gotten in the last 2 rounds.
भाई मेरे को तो जब से मैंने वीएनटी योकेम देखा ना
Clutch off
योकेम
of,
हाँ इट्स नाइस
Nexi,
नेम
and they're
इट्स
going to
गुड नेम
be,
पता नहीं उसने पैट्रिक हु
pushing
क्यों किया
that, to the next map to, kind of just
एंटी रे
continue
नाइस ट्राई
that little, they started up and going. They started finding a lot more confidence in the way that they could exploit these, no flashes comp that the Global Esports.
और बताओ एक मिनट एंड जस्ट और बताओ गाइस एनटीआरजी नाइस ट्राई अच्छे सेट प्लेस थे मजा आया देख के कुछ प्लेस कुछ क्लचेस वो थोड़ा 1v3 थोड़ा सा वो जो 1v3 थोड़ा सा वो गलत हो गया ना तो थोड़ा दिक्कत होगी अदरवाइज इट वाज अ गुड गेम
And
टक्कर दे रखी थी भाई टो टू टो
he's not gotten a single kill
Nice.
in those last couple of rounds. The entries have not been there. Even though he's created the space, his teammates have not been able to follow it up. But even that doesn't matter because if you're gonna lose a 2v1 in the way you
आपका
did,
नया
not
लैपटॉप कितने
carrying,
का है
not
मेरा नया
launching
लैपटॉप
a particular
भाई
open part of the map, when if
84
you maintain
85 का था
that
कुछ
situation,
या 86 का हाँ
it
इतना ही
just
था
stung them
Yeah,
right
I
in the
mean-
back, which kind of broke.
अराउंड
Well,
85
I'll carry
84
on
या
towards
86
that
में
as
से
well with Patrick Hu, right? Ending the half at 16 kills on their defensive side, and you switch it over. He gets 9 kills at the end of that, right? So yeah, it kind of falls off, but the rest of the team
Legion नहीं, Legion नहीं है।
as well. I flip it on over to the impact that we saw from the flip
यार
side.
मैं अपने लैपटॉप का नाम भूल गया भाई
coming on through with those operator shots.
कैसे हो सकता है
Bloods on the defensive
रुको
side,
यार
one on the attack, which did feel a little bit more flat for him in the start, but then he really started to propel it up.
लाइक करोगे लाइक नहीं कर रखी अभी तक किसी ने भी स्ट्रीम गाइस लाइक करो यार मैं बोल नहीं रहा तो मतलब लाइक नहीं करोगे ठीक है भाई
I'm looking
देखो
towards
जीरो
Yuta
लाइक
Tan
दिखा
as
रहा है
well.
यहाँ पे
He's up there on the
जीरो
first bloods, but
what the
where
heck
is Yuta Tan finding a lot of those kills? It's in the extremity. It's by himself with no teammates to assist him. Late flanks if he misses that
राघव भाई
as
आप
well, because you also got to consider that
अबे
Yuta
नहीं
Tan,
यार
I mean,
रुक
he's dying in a lot of
रुको
those
यार
rounds.
रुको
50-50.
रुको
He's either winning it or losing it 4-4, and that map it just so
यार
happens.
कुछ तो नाम था
That's
मेरे का
something that he individually
लीजन नाम था मेरे
showing
लैपटॉप
his
लीजन तो नहीं
tendencies,
था
he's
यार
going for a lot of these lurks, and yeah, it's working, but a lot of the time it's also not, and then everything falls apart.
यार नाम में क्या रखा छोड़ो यार
Wait, let's find out what exactly happened.
लीजन नहीं क्यों लीजन जैसा दिखता नहीं है
What went wrong in those last couple of rounds?
Hey boys, it's really honestly just playing with confidence. The big thing, like I've tried to tell them consistently, like just go look back at the old Genji Sentinels match 1 at Champs, right, and then watch match 2. The only thing that changed was confidence. Instead of playing scared, sitting in corners and clutches, you're swinging together, you're making plays together. Don't be afraid to make plays. Obviously, Ja was playing lights out there, and honestly, we just we had a bad defense. So if we had a better defense there, it's a win instead of a loss. But like I said, these guys are good. We played them in scrims before, and this is one of the few teams that actually beats us in scrims. So yeah, I already knew this was gonna be a tough match, and time to lock it for map 2.
लिखा रहेगा
You know,
legit
there was
सामने।
a point where
यार नहीं
yeah,
लिखा हुआ यार,
go on.
लीज वही तो ना, लीजन नहीं है ना, तभी तो लिखा नहीं। हाँ रुको, मैं कैमरा बंद
Talk me
करके
through
इसको
the
बंद
idea
करके
of this
देखता हूँ। रुको,
composition, right?
हाँ
Because
एलो
we
क्यों
know
है
that
यार,
Split and Sova is usually a familiar
एलो क्यों है
tandem,
यार,
and
एलो
we
क्यों,
also know
एलो क्यों, लिनो एलो क्यों।
that Crystal and Sova goes hand in hand. So whose formulation for this agent lineup really was it? Because I'm also noticing that Papi's not played Astra before. So what's the thought process there?
I mean, Poppy's played Asher before, maybe not in the recent season because Asher wasn't in meta, but Asher with 5 stars now is a lot better.
वाह,
In
हाँ
general,
एलो
we're
क्यों है,
more defaulting comp,
एलो
or
क्यों है
our
भाई।
comp's a little bit more defaulting and stuff like that. Asher's better than Omen. I think when you're running double duelist, Omen is better, but pretty much any other comp, you'll probably see a lot more Asher this season from a lot of teams.
You know, there was a point, you know, where kind of feel like you said, right? The defense kind of slipped away from you guys, but you guys made it back almost instantaneously, right? It was
मैं
8-4,
कहा यार
and
24
within just a
GB
couple
एलो
minutes, you
क्यों के
guys were
अलावा
back on 8,
कौन ही
and
दे
it
रहा
almost
है।
seemed like
हाँ
you
तो
were
मतलब
more
एलो की
prepared
भाई
for the
पता है, फिर
attacking
भी
side.
पूछा
You know,
मुझसे
the
है।
executes are really great, especially on that B side. But when it came to the retakes, right? You guys were trying to make it work. It was kind of a step and a miss in terms of where exactly you were finding NAOS to be in their post plan positions, because they play their post plan really well. You mentioned that this is a team that kind of give you tough time in scrims as well. Have you played on this map before, and have you seen the kind of stuff that they bring out? And was it anything visible today as we've seen?
I don't think we scrimmed on this map before, but honestly, we just weren't proactive enough on our defense. I think we were a little bit thinking too much double.
आजकल बैंगलोर नहीं जाना पड़ रहा आपको? नहीं रे,
And
मैं
it
गुड़गांव
ended up
ऑफिस जा रहा हूँ यार,
we weren't
समथिंग
really doing very many rushes. I think we just gave them
sometimes।
too much credit, and we weren't being proactive enough. Too much asking, should we do this instead of let's do this.
Yeah, that's something that I actually wanted to touch upon as well. How quick in that map was the team to recognize the situations and try to adapt? Because we're seeing a lot of, from our side, right, getting the whole view, we're seeing a lot of early rotations on misinformation because there's not a lot of reconnaissance ability, right? There's no flashes, there's the single drone, single dart, single cam. How early was the decision making you feel from the team on that map costly?
I mean, obviously it was costly. We lost.
और गाइस वैलो खेलने
Obviously
गया थोड़ा सा एक डेथ
I
मैच
don't
तो
think it
बनता
was
है
necessarily.
गाइस।
Listen, the comp isn't the reason why we lost that. I think that's actually one of our best maps in scrims. Scrims, right? That's why scrims don't matter, guys. And so I feel like it's definitely not a comp issue. That was again just us not starting fast. We have an issue starting fast, honestly. Every single day it feels like our first scrims always go bad compared to the rest of the day. So hopefully you guys see another turnaround from map 2.
One more point I
मतलब
wanted
10
to
दिन जाना
bring
पड़ता
up
है इधर जयपुर
was
ऑफिस। ओह,
last question that
महीने में 10
Patrick
दिन सही है
started off
यार, इट्स
really
नॉट
well. He had
बैड।
a great impact in the entire game, even in the first couple of rounds on the attacking side. He drove the team into good positions, found them great openings, and the spacing from him particularly was great. But towards the tail end of the game, he kind of stopped finding the kills, even though he found the space, which is absolutely fine. No, he's doing his part for the team. But there were a couple of split decisions that he took, a little overextensions at times that we saw a little bit, kind of, similar to yesterday. What have you given him any advice to, overextensions or just not using his utility sometimes? Where, especially in that last round where he got taken under Cubby, he had a stun available even on Heaven when Mosier took him out. Kind of overextend. Have you given him some sort of, advice in that general direction yet?
Yeah, I mean that's something we work with him every single day, man.
The thing is, more project में मेरे अलावा कोई है कि नहीं कंपनी से।
Yeah, we're working on it every single day, guys. We still have 2
मेरे में भी ऐसे ही यार, मेरे साइड से कोई है ही नहीं।
I know
तो यूएस वाले हैं तो सेंस नहीं है एक्चुअल में ऑफिस का। ओह अच्छा, आप तो यूएस वाले सारे यार, क्या बढ़िया भाई।
All right, great talking to you, Juvi. Once again, all the best for Sunset. And
गाइस ओबीएस एक बार रिस्टार्ट करने का 2 मिनट दो मेरे को, ठीक है? सॉरी ओबीएस स्टक। एज यू कैन सी गेम की साउंड आ रही है, सब कुछ आ रहा है, बट कुछ दिख नहीं रहा मेरे को। मेरा भी स्टक हो चुका है। ओबीएस में रिस्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा। गिव मी 2 मिनट्स गाइस। स्ट्रीम 2 मिनट के लिए पॉज होगी। सॉरी गाइस, आई विल बी बैक। Sorry guys for the delay. Sorry guys, thing got OBS got stuck. Sorry guys. Sorry guys.
After just one purchase, does your
एक तो ये रॉसी भाई आ जाता है ऐड में भी। बताओ, यूट्यूब पे ऐड आ रहा है, जी के ऑफिशियल पेज पे रॉसी भाई आ गए।
in the hands of Ja, when he found out,
गाइस अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है। वैल्यू खेलेंगे गाइस क्या कहते हैं टू प्ले वैल्यू एक मिनट यार और बताओ यार फिर रिज्यूम कर लेते हैं यार यही देख लेते हैं
Consider it too,
Yeah.
right? So within the next, let's call it the 2 months that you have before the season, if Neon does get nerfed into a unviable position, are we still going to see that continue, or are we going to need some more adaptations to come through from Patrick, who we know is very fresh to a tier 1 capacity, right? We know that there's going to have to be a lot of learning. So is it because you're doing that on a meta agent, an abusive agent right now? If we're bringing him onto something a little bit more mainstream, like a Jet, like a Raze, is that actually going to be a little bit more beneficial for him in the long run? These are the questions that we don't know the answers to until the nerf happens and potential other agent buffs. But I think more importantly right now, it really is going to be highlighting, okay, communications, layering, positionings. These are our 3 focuses that we need to try and get out from this tournament.
Yeah. He mentioned it. I had a conversation with Juvie as well, just a couple
यार ये
of
क्लच अच्छा था
days
यार
ago.
क्रिस्टल का
He did mention that, when they were practicing up first, when the team was just coming up, into the boot camp and they're just, finding out what's working, what's not working. He did mention that scaling and positioning was something that they were, finding troubles with. And, it's still something that they're actively trying to fix. It's actively being worked upon, but it's not been, a problem so far.
ये
Like
राउंड थ्रो हो
example,
गया
right? They're
यार
struggling
नहीं
with
तो
scaling and positioning.
ओटी
But
जा रहा
again,
था ये राउंड
awareness
थ्रो
of the
नहीं
fact
होता
that
ना
there's
तो
no B
ओटी जा
space,
रहा था
maybe you need to have a peaksy towards main, is something that they need to work upon in the upcoming games as well. But hey, we are done with game 1, ladies and gentlemen. We can reminisce about it a little later. But right now, we've got a strong sunset from Global Esports showing yesterday that could be on the repeat today. But don't forget, it is a great map for NAOS as well, as they recently did play it about 2 weeks ago, I believe, Komodo?
ऑटो रेसिंग
Sorry, coming again with that one?
They played Sunset 2 weeks ago in, I believe, in SEA Split 3, right?
Yeah. So the Sunset game, this is a fun one to pull apart. Brutality, but not for the reasons that you do think. There was a lot of sloppiness. There was a lot of sloppiness to come through from both Rapid Lo-Fi and NAOS in that series. It goes in towards overtime. Of course, a team that was the Ascension representative as well, coming in from the Vietnam region. But I'm looking at that game 15-17. It did get won by
और
NAOS
बताओ
at the
guys
end.
और
And I'm
बताओ
looking at that and I'm thinking,
what's
laying back a little. Agent selection was the same.
मैं कैफे को चटका दो सिस्टम से चटकाना पड़ेगा यार लैपटॉप के साथ ही आया था पता नहीं मैंने क्यों रखा अभी तक
interest for a lot of people out there too, because we've seen,
एक मेल भेजनी है मैं वो भेज रहा था बाकी आप लोग बताओ क्या चल रहा है
Our agent's going to be the same. I would love to see a mirror match. Don't get me wrong. I would love to. Already seeing Global run in with the same agent lineup, so I'm expecting that it's going to be the exact
क्या सेम एजेंट लाइनअप इस मैप में भी
Pretty much so.
Hang on.
Okay, can yes, Crystal.
They've changed it up.
Here we go.
Jai is playing.
It's gonna be Xavi this time. Okay, there's a bit of a role change here. Emin and Xavi exchanged their positions in terms of initiator and controller, and
change किया इन्होंने
switching it up with
यहाँ तो same है
ISO in between as well. As Mosier now going to be going head to head with the Neon battle against Patrick Hu. This is an interesting play as well.
It's wild because when we saw
Surprise
Papi
play,
team, we
right?
did see Jar pick up a little bit of that role of the smokes, right? But we also just saw immediately on map number 1 there that it was changed up again. So we're changing once more coming in towards map number 2 right now, where Eman is going on to the smokes. Xavi's playing the same Sova that we were kind of, I guess, expecting. But for an ISO
Let's
to come on out right now, that
ISO आ गया भाई अब तो कुछ different होगा
Yeah, not to mention also the fact that Nexi's also playing on the Cypher now. He was playing the one of the previous map, so there's a lot of role changes here on this map of Sunset. It just have to, they just have to show how comfortable are they, switching up these roles this drastically, between maps as they play on the defense. They're going aggressive already towards mid. Global Esports, returning in kind here. It's going to be a trade 1-for-1. Crystal's going to get back Shah's favor there as it's going to be Patrick.
Nice, Ray.
Another Crystal finding another, and it seems
Nice.
end up in towards mid.
Nice round भाई, nice round.
It seems like everybody just wanted to
मिड में फाइट ले ली भाई. हटाओ यार, कौन इधर साइड वाइड जाएगा. मिड में खत्म करते हैं. सब पीक दे रहे हैं वहां पे. अच्छा जी, वहां से NAOS भाई खत्म कर. First round खत्म कर भाई.
At the end there because it feels like global esports were a bit elite in that round. Having the right numbers at the right time and just shooting. I mean, there's no real which way around it, right? The crosshair was at the right spot for the guys on global.
Yeah, I feel like, NAOS had an idea about getting 2, maybe 3 players towards mid, but then everybody else kind of just came into the party and joined and say, hey, I want a piece of cake. But Nexi, this time returns a favor. Okay, back again towards mid we go. It seems like every round's going to be here, guys. We're just going to stick at
मिड में होगा. मैं बोल रहा हूं भाई, मिड में फाइट करेंगे.
They both dinked him with a classic.
Yeah.
हाय यार, यो केम को कैसे मारते
It's really
हैं?
unfortunate.
John's not been detected, by the way. Back they go, a triple swing, but Poppy takes out 3 of them. And the remaining 2 are still here as well. It's just a duelist who are left here. Moser's trying to take up as much of the attention as possible. A Bulldog for him to grab up on the ground as well. And Shah could pick up 1, maybe 2. Yeah, they're going to get away with 2 weapons here. Maybe a little bit doable.
The gun retrieval. The gun retrieval's an interesting one, but it's a bit of a safer plant given the scenario. A little bit more open. The door is closed. Moja, you are lucky to be alive for the time being. And if I'm Crystal, I'm thinking, okay, I should probably actually disconnect from the action right now, even though it's 3
Arey.
because there was guns down in mid, and you're challenging back towards the same spot. You can activate the double tap now as well as Jar, and this is really risky. He's still 1 versus 2 winnable.
Yeah, it is winnable. Jar's got a shield up. Needs to be a little quick about it though. He's gonna lose it in just about a second. And the minute he loses it, he still gets 1 though. This fight, not necessary, but Elias will take it and win at the
But
end.
यार इको
Really scrappy. Once again, that mid brawl.
उन्होंने इको अच्छा किया रे.
For now, as they find 4, but
अपने पे बाय नहीं होगा बच्चे थे.
So I wouldn't say it's completely lost on them, but it still is an investment that they're gonna have to commit.
It's another costly secondary round, though, for these teams. Like, what did we see on the second round in map number 1? 3 people dying each time. This time it's 4 coming on through over to the side of Global. So that makes things really awkward coming in towards this bonus round.
Bye नहीं है, bonus round पे.
1 already. So we'll see if Global Esports can double down on it. Though,
Oh, nice camera setup है.
It's a full
अगर मेरे को door बंद ना करना तो मैं ये use कर सकता हूँ. Nice.
Gonna have to have a really strong hold at the moment from mate Cypher and Sova playing in towards market.
Yeah, they've set up Patrick to go deep in towards the side. They're gonna get the plant down. This is a heavy marketplace so that they can have a little bit of space for retake, it seems. That's the kind of setup that they've done for NAOS here. Oh, he's got a player right above him! Not sure why Patrick decided to go into that smoke. He could have played a little bit more safer, play on the back of his teammate's utility if at all anything was possible for him. But he's given up his life there. Just had a Bucky. Flash is great. It's not going to help too much, although the fights are not coming through. The tap on the spike comes in. A lot of bullets being spammed here. Moser finds the first. Kelly has gone down. And the stick is right there. Emmons going to keep it going. And Emmons going to find it all the way through. Now is find a great retake.
कोई नहीं bonus था. कोई नहीं. आए भी नहीं था अपने पे.
Xavi and Nexi did not at all push outside of that smoke.
Yeah.
No matter what, because they had that,
Spam में मर गए भाई. 2 लोग तो spam में मर गए.
Keep it as retake position, and this is where we're gonna attack from. Let them have the site.
There's good patience from them, all things considered, and I'm looking towards the ending scenario there for Crystal. He's in the right spot for the double ricochet recon bolts to go, in main in towards the site. But the fact that the dark cover was the one-way dark cover as well, I think actually off-puts the crosshair correct position. So it'll be very
और भी
funny
कुछ pre-install आया ना, उसके लिए चक्का देना, mostly bloatware.
as he started to get his drone in
God did something.
However, Uni, as Valorant is, and Valorant should be the second or the third round, which is the bonus, does go the way of the team that finally gets the guns. And you're gonna Groundhog Day yet again back towards the B site, though actually this time locked out by the utility.
Nexi Noxy just keeping a keen eye towards mid as well. He's got the tripwire there, but Udo once again continuing that streak from the previous game, getting himself found out pretty early in the round. It's just been 30 seconds into the game that he's, going in for his lurch pretty deep. And okay, Moser.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Okay, finds a
अरे तीसरा भी जाता
big
ना
gun. There he
मजा
goes.
आता.
Kelly versus Ja. It's gonna be interesting duel, and it's gonna be Ja ready for it no matter what. The spike's been dropped as well towards A main.
तीसरा भी चला जाता है ना मजा आता.
They are getting outplayed here.
1v2 होता.
Both sides of the map that they try to, kind of take control upon. B, they gave an initial contact, didn't really get much out of it. Again, what he mentioned in the previous game, Komodo, the rotations, a little bit of misinformation to rotate back again, and they lose out on players who might have repositioned, not expecting somebody to be up close and personal from NAOS.
I mean, Papi doesn't have From the Shadows either, so had to make the marathon journey to pick up the spike. Single dart cover, and together as NAOS that you are just playing into a retake. Let him go for the plant, even shuffle up a couple of your feet to try and scare him when you go for the plant. But now the jig is up. This man can come through. They're just going to come together as a unit. And
तो भाई प्लांट भी नहीं होते हमें के लिए प्लांट तो हो ही जाएगा. ए यार एक्स्ट्रा क्रेडिट्स भी नहीं मिले. हे भगवान क्या जुल्म है.
Second for NAOS here. Global Esports put down to an eco now, and they've got just a bunch of sheriffs to play with. They do have the ability to set up Patrick once again with the overdrive, if at all, he's allowed to put up that aura towards B main, which of course in the previous game was a round winner.
The problem with going for the overdrive in a situation like this is you kind of got to consider what utility your teammates can buy as well. If they need their standard set of utility to assist you going on in, they're overbuying and you're potentially lesser equipped into the next round if you do lose. And if you're playing for the numbers,
push
that's a very
करें.
real scenario. So yeah, he can get his ult, but it might not even
कर
be a premium
सकते
strike
हैं,
if
but
you're not getting an overall
short
kill
ही है
or
यो
two
कैंप पे. हाँ.
So we'll see if he does decide to act.
Windows Defender is enough for antivirus. ये तो है. Current laptop में Windows Defender ही था बस
So it
भाई.
really does come down to playing in numbers for Global Esports and only using that ult if they get a kill or can guarantee to get a kill and an upgrade to help the team.
Is he going to be expected here? He was looking in his direction, Yuratan, but was not ready for the fact that he had to face a Vandal. Poppy spots the B main push as well. They're making them uncomfortable. Now it's pushing every nook and corner, and look at Ja, dude. He's just going around the map. Knife out in the hand at the last second. Got a scare there, but puts on his shield back up again. It's gonna be now Patrick to try and delete him off the server.
Oh, that's a
Standing
wall.
at the wall is not gonna help you, my friend.
अरे
It's just
यार.
gonna help
Agree,
you
yeah.
setting up the party, and Taos is gonna be an absolute graveyard. Global Esports, the game
confidence
plan
भाई
is
अच्छा
kind of
खेल रहे हैं
Jaws
NAOS.
run in towards, kind of walk in towards mid. Went into
Yeah.
tiles, finds Yuratan, goes back towards B, finds another. He was given basically
And that's,
free range to roam wherever he wants.
यार जा नहीं
And
मान
that's
रहा
exactly
भाई.
my little problem that I'm highlighting in the scenario as well. If you're trying to pop an overdrive at a deficit scenario, there are too many angles that you have to look after if you are Patrick. I mean, you see him dashing around. You see the team of NAOS already available to get in the dirty to assist the team just to dispatch of him. So kind of ill-advised in that scenario to be popping an ult like that, where had you hold it, could have been a massive instigator in towards the site.
Yeah. Once again, another B hit.
You do have
It's
the
going to be a
control
little bit
thunder
more
though, still.
quicker this time. Yeah, they've gone backside, but there's a tripwire to stop him there. He's going to spot it. He knows it's there, Patrick, and he's going to hold on. A little bit more patience. Nexi playing in that smoke. He does have support in the form of Xavi in back of sight. He comes out to the smoke. Here comes the Fury, and the slide out. He does get the one, but it's going to be Jada trade.
अरे हाई रिलोड कर रहा था वो मार गया.
For his team, as they now put themselves in the 3v2, make that a 3v1. A great pickoff once again.
Nice रे. Nice round भाई. Nice round.
Turn up the pace, and they find the reward for it.
Yeah, in towards the site this time.
Tempo
being
ऊपर नीचे
patient as
करना
well
पड़ेगा.
to not overexert themselves in towards the trap utility that their opposing Cypher does put
Nice.
on. Massive overextension from them, and even putting in that Rolling Thunder in the chaos as well from Kalias is really nice. So well done from Global Esports to equalize in that scenario. Though, as we have a bit of a timeout come on through, I also want to highlight just Eman at the moment. He's not got any kills, but what have we been seeing from Eman on the server? We've been seeing space together that he finds with a player on the team. So yeah, it doesn't translate into a kill at the moment for him, but his teammates have been, safeguarded by his presence to then find those kills and have impact.
Yeah, you know, his paranoia has been pretty great as well to clear off, especially on that B side left, you know, on the left box corner. He's been able to paranoia every single time, and that clears out so much space.
यार जा को मारना पड़ेगा भाई फर्स्ट मैप में भी जाने जा की ऑफ ने गेम टर्न किया भाई
So they've been pretty smart about it.
1v3 हो जाता था 1v3 में it hurts but कोई ना गल पे करो ना
One more thing I do want to point out once again, Ja one off his ultimate once again. They've got 2 more, and even Emin actually is one off, you know, from the shadows as well. So now
timeout there technical वो है
economy right now is pretty great. Global Esports
technical timeout क्या कह रहा हूँ मैं
other 3 are far off from it, at least
क्या बोलते हैं उसको भूल गया मैं छोड़ो
It's always great to see the proactivity of ultimate gathering, right? When you've got duelists, for example, let's say Phoenix, when you've got a 6-point ultimate, likewise of a Cypher, for example, if you're getting them plants or diffusers and a kill here or there and an orb, you're able to refresh that every second, every third round, and it can be massive. But we'll stretch in towards a quick round at the moment to come on through. And Eman, I mean, he's not got a kill on the board just yet. He's got a sliver of HP to try and
nice.
It does not happen. Here's one of the ults that I mentioned to come on through now. Neural theft to secure.
कोई नहीं plant करके no push easy take it easy guys
yeah Yurotan getting up a little closer to personal.
अरे नहीं रे nice trade papi nice trade
another flash to keep Xavi busy. That's gonna leave now a bit of a mix.
Nice.
Back he goes to fight, not ready for it. Too many members to face. Nexi does have a
backstab नहीं है
moment to slide into the side here. He's gonna play on the back of Moser's distraction.
Nice यार भाई जो पैट्रिक ने डिस्ट्रैक्ट किया ना उनको स्लाइड मार के nice रे nice round
Yeah, Kelly's just always at the right position at the right time, but in the pack, watching the angles that is required with the rest of his team covering off what's there as well.
ये देखो भाई वो स्लाइड मार के जा रहा है बस भाई nice रे nice team play
alleyway control through elbow dispatching of Eman is we got the guy on the flank, we as a team, we get the plant and we close it out. Really well done. And immediately
भाई इस voice ने ये क्या voice थी आई थी
players over towards A. And you know why? One way information, kill contract available if you hear any steps. They don't immediately, so it means that they have to adjust their positions and essentially reset on this round.
भाई A oh nice read
Global didn't rush B.
ओ आज फिर फेस क्या मिस साइड है सॉरी गाइस तुम लोग तो मैप देख ही नहीं पा रहे कोई बता ही नहीं रहा मेरे को अभी तक वाह भाई मैंने इस साइड कब किया मैं भाई मैंने तो किया ही नहीं
but Xavi's going to spot out all the utility coming
आने वाले कैसे वो
the drone's been sent out that's going to clear out the close site and pretty soon Patrick's going to be sliding into that region but the rotations have already come in here Komodo this is
मैंने लास्ट स्ट्रीम में इस साइड कर दिया था पता नहीं इस साइड लेफ्ट साइड वापस क्यों गया
It's good timing again on that dark cover. Eman rotates to the right position of B. Zavi's held all of this utility by the dart lineups as well, so he's got drone and dart for the push retakes when they come out, looking for spam through the util.
अरे नाइस क्रिस्टल नाइस ब्लाइंड होने के बाद भी मारा
allow Xavi to actually play in a little bit sneakily here.
Nice रे Udo nice Udo ta
Xavi's going to get another himself.
Okay alias OP boy
but Xavi he's crawled inside single-handedly single-hived with the longest on the side he somehow found this in a 1v3
could you imagine
stick it. There's no way right they're
nice
there's no way he was going to be able to stick that not on the 1v3 he's not
nice रे let's go
Got close to the end though. It makes you wonder if there's any miscommunications from Global at the end of that one. It potentially could get upset, but this time it's a good execution of a flank maneuver working well, right? Yudotan finding the 2 kills. Yes, Avi finds some space in towards it to find Kelly S when he comes.
Yudotan ने देख लिया था कैमरे से यहाँ पे like वो stick कर रहा है या नहीं तभी उन्होंने peek दिया double swing wide swing nice
keeping it consistent, balancing out their credits as well, affording themselves enough of a pass mark in these next couple of rounds where we do start to actually consider the damage that Global have been finding. How much of an impact does that have onto NAOS's chances to get 2 rounds
time out
in the next couple, right? Half buys, full buys, you drop that, the half peels away from you, it's barreling down a little bit. We've seen Jar just use the kill contract, so you can't rely on that in the next couple of rounds. You're starting to piece together that this half is at a little bit of a turning point for Global Esports to really exceed in it if they get this next round or 2.
Well, this timeout's gonna give them a little bit more to work with. Global Esports have taken a
ओके,
solid
दो
amount of
लोगों पे
lead here,
राइफल है,
at least in
3
terms
सेव कर रहे
of
हैं. ओके,
momentum.
अपने
And
पास तो
Vandals once again
इकोनॉमी की
into a
कोई
role to sit
कमी
right by
नहीं
two
है. आई
Vandals
थिंक
to one
अगले 2 राउंड और
Xavi
आ
and Eman
सकते हैं.
this time around. Would
एक राउंड,
consider
नेक्स्ट
giving
राउंड
it
तो आ ही
to
सकते हैं इस
Ja
राउंड के
once again,
अलावा.
but I feel
फुल
like
बाय.
they're probably gonna go for a heavy ultimate execute here. Mojo does have the overdrive available, and it seems like he's gonna commit it. There he goes. There's a tripwire to stop him at the moment, but the recon's gonna help him.
अरे
Nice, and
नाइस
Udaton gets
रे.
him out. Eman's gonna trade out in the other way. One more he finds.
अरे.
Another one goes mid. Yep, he's gotten two. It seems that the Vandal worked out perfectly, as the ultimate created enough distraction for Eman to actually find space towards that mid-house region. And now Global Esports follow to the B site, forcefully having to plant now, and they're covered everywhere. They're cut a flank as well.
They're going to have to use this Rolling Thunder and take some further space. A player deficit in this scenario whilst they're vulnerable going for a plant too. I mean, look, already NAOS are here.
Yeah, and they've got no clue whatsoever. Yeah, both of them are gone.
Yeah.
And of course he starts off. Yeah, of course he starts off with the next. Nah, next he steals it away from him.
अरे टाइम लगा दे रहे जाओ, टाइम लगा
What a
दिया.
recovery, what a round to come through for Mama. And there, I've got
नाइस राउंड भाई, नाइस के दौरान राउंड क्या प्ले था भाई.
in the server just yet. You've been peppered down time and time again. You come out with something like that, and I'm talking about the scenario, right? That's an eco to come through from NAOS. That's a pivotal moment for 6 rounds to be found for Global Esports. You drop the next rifle round against theirs, and your money's already skyrocketing. You're building more ultimates as well. You've probably wasted a couple of ults of your opponents who, to be granted, did use Overdrive for Moja and Hunter's Fury for Xavi in that one, right? But they didn't really net too much.
You blink.
अरे नहीं रही हो क्या.
His speed to perfection, finds the pocket of space that he had to make sure that he dodges the stun and took out.
यार स्टन सही था, बट वो उसने पुश ही करना था.
Global Esports. Udaton keen on finding it back. He does have Eman across him, and he will find him, I believe. Yes, he will.
Nice, bro. Nice.
Ja pops out of the smoke for his own death, and the Rolling Thunder committed to clear out market as well. Nexi does get affected. The Paranoid followed up as well. Great utility here, but the B side has already been plagued by NAOS. Can they hold it off? Yes, they can. Nexi gets a double, and Xavi covers him up from behind pillar. And Global Esports' full value from this round has been stripped away
भाई
by just
क्या
a single
रीटेक
double
किया
from
भाई
Nexi.
नाइस ने. ओए होए होए होए.
Stunned by that Rolling Thunder as well.
I was going to give
Stun
a lot of
होके
praise
भी
to
बच गया भाई.
courageousness to stick around over at that A site, to go for the kill on towards Eman, to use the neural theft. I mean, you're looking at the utility that you highlight in that scenario, but now you overlook a crucial position and you're down. That was
NAOS playing good, Ray. NAOS is always
4 versus 5
a
deficit
good Ray.
conversion that Global might have been able
One of the
to
best
pick
teams,
on
bhai.
in this one, where you lose Patrick first. Udotan looks to bring it on back, but then you just have a bit of an
यार,
overextension here. You
पूरी 3
overlook
था.
what? A little sliver corner that Nexi abuses, and some nice pivot timing from the rest of NAOS to close
Timing,
that
right,
round. I
timing,
mean,
man.
when you're looking at the timeout that comes through earlier, Uni, you're looking for what sort of conversation you need to have when it's 5 versus 3. Now it's 5 versus 5. Whatever NAOS decided to talk about has worked a treat, and now I want to flip the onus back on the Global. All right, put your heads together. It's been 2 rounds. There's still 2 more to go in this half. What do you need to do to make
2
it
round हो
fun?
रहा है. Genie, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I believe that, Global Esports had the information. That neural theft gave them enough to know that,
हाँ
NAOS
रे,
are really
neural
quickly just kind of,
theft भी use किया
hurrying
उन्होंने.
through obstacles to run into that B site. So, kind of committing to that decision there was maybe a little too hasty.
If they can't win in C, it's really tough in globally.
At what time the clock was ticking, I didn't, kind of
कौन
catch that.
G के
but
लिए?
I feel like Global Esports need to maybe take it a little bit slower.
But यार, some teams are better भाई. जो C League के teams है ना, they are better than VCT teams. समझ रहे हो?
Maybe
वैसे भी अभी 2 महीने हैं यार, जनवरी में होने. जी है ना, समझ गया हूँ.
Yeah. I mean,
नहीं टीम है यार, टाइम लगेगा, हो जाएगा भाई. Also, Juvenile ने बोला है कि they won't reveal all the plays they have. तो ऑफ में ज़्यादा वो शो करेंगे भी नहीं. अपने सारे गेम प्ले, सारे गेम बुक्स यूज नहीं करेंगे वो.
Flashes around, and there's no kills just yet until finally Patrick dispatches of his counterpart Neon and overstays his welcome.
Yeah, a barrage of utility there. Udotan gonna be left again once on mid. And pretty early into the round that he's trying to find a pick off. He does miss the timing onto Javi, but Javi, look at him. He's actually crawled in towards mid. He's going to try and maybe get away. The timing is off here. And it's all
Oh
going to be on
भाई
Muratons.
क्या
Maybe he
टाइमिंग है
finds
नहीं
Javi,
यार
or Javi finds the flank before he does. But
क्या यहाँ
just
से
the
प्रेशर
pressure on
बना
the
के
bomb
बैठा
is
है
gone. That's going to be no smokes. And they cross each other. And Uraton's been found. The timing's off. And NAOS have probably gotten the round in their hands just on the back of that kill.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is as well, what timing do you want to see from Nexi around the map to be able to use that?
Juvenile we
F2?
trust
He's
हाँ
not going to
वही
relinquish control of the A side
full
that he
trust
still has with
भाई
his spy cam, with his trapwires as well. You're playing a numbers game now as now. So you're waiting to see where Global goes, because what have you already considered? What have you already found out? They use their utility to gather some of this B-man control. They don't have any ultimates to throw into the mix. Yeah, Eman doesn't spot anything with that relocation from the shadows, yields nada. But you still, at a numbers game, you've still got 20 seconds on the clock, and as soon as Nexi sees any liquor damage, they rotate over. Global Esports have to multi-frag early in this post plan.
Yeah. That's going to go down, and they're going to try and be a little more proactive towards mid. Oh, they've got Link. They spotted one. I'm pretty sure they're going to be ready for this. The swing out comes. The stun is a little too late. Kelly S. It could have been a little earlier. The timing was just off. They know exactly where he is as well. Spamming bullets through the boxes, and that was just
दो मर जाते ना वहाँ पे without losing any
a little bit of miscom. I feel like I'm not sure if the stun was available. Maybe the fault line was just not there because they spotted him early. I feel like it should have come half a second earlier.
The problem is they spotted Nexi out over a spawn, and they weren't exactly sure if he was going to push when the players top mid started to scale on up, I feel. So it's the difference for Kelly S trying to deter Nexi from flooding in towards the site early to potentially pinch into it, but also then assisting the team for their peak. And it does come down to that literal half a second
nice try
difference of getting that fault line readily
जीजी
available.
लग रहा है अभी हाँ हो सकता है जीजी भाई हो सकता है
Now, this
no
is
doubt
the other end of the stick that I was talking about earlier, right? It's where that round goes to NAOS. They've got a very comfortable buy. And Global Esports, in getting the plant actually and a little look at the damage, they still do manage to muster up an okay purchase in towards this round.
oh भाई
Yeah, they're doing what they did previously. We saw this yesterday on Sunset against OG. That triple split they do towards Market B main and towards Link. Back in towards spawn. Uraton, great kill onto
कोई नहीं
from Patrick. But he did
अरे
do
लो
enough. Did he though? Crystal does get one trade back. Could find a second. Not gonna be the case. The plant's gone down. It's a 2 versus 3. Ja does have a wall to kind of isolate the fight onto the player on site. All he needs to do is anticipate it, and he will. The slide's going back up again. Tap on the spike. He's gonna let his teammate do the bit of suppression for him. Further, he goes closer. Gets the first.
push करेगा
Ja's doing everything, and out goes the ult, and that's gonna be it.
GG
All he needs to do is just stay alive until he can defuse, and he doesn't.
नहीं मरना यार
Kill from Poppy, as the nervousness of trying to run in towards him and fight him will give NAOS 7-5 a slither lead, but they will find themselves ahead at the end of the first half.
Always one of those, situations at the end there where if you're Papi, it's really? We gave him the ultimate? Because there's no way you're winning that. Even if you win the 1v1 in the Gulag, you got to get time to run back to the site on someone who probably has already stuck the defuse just by how much time is actually bought by Ja in the ultimate, right? So, yeah, really unfortunate for Global Esports at the end there where they go in, guns are blazing, right? Lightning Fingers activated over for Patrick, getting up through the guts of mid, wrapping around, opening up on towards Moja. You got Crystal, who as well is throwing in towards that Hunter's Fury, right? It's looking pretty plausible for Global, but at the end, doesn't really happen. And another big salute over to Jar, I guess I'll say in this one too, right? Because his kills on that defensive side, ending with 17 at the half. He's only up from here.
Yeah.
किसी को डैमेज नहीं पड़ा
Hit over here. They've gotten control pretty easily, and they should be getting the plant down in just about a second. Mosier's found one. Now Javi goes in. Actually, never mind. They don't want to go for the plant here. They just wanted to fight straight up, and they want to make Global Esports feel the pressure. And that's left the IGL alone, and he's gonna go down as well.
GG लग रहा है
but now as a team are just taking control.
GG लग रहा है guys. No problem. अभी तो बहुत रन है. ये हो सकता है कम बैक. Close match रहेगा यार ये भी close match रहेगा.
as soon as you feel like there's 2 or 3 players and you've counted that bit of early utility in towards market, you kind of know that you can't slow it down and that you've got to keep on going as well. I mean, contingency out from Jar, you're following that, you're seeing no recovery from Global Esports to try and challenge and getting back in towards the site. They are just losing the duels in that point in time, not able to adjust.
Okay, mid push है ना.
You got to give credit towards
इको round up ना तो
to just realize that they
ये
can
stack किया उन्होंने.
barrel down and go for the fight. And for Global Esports, I mean, the pistol round was sorely needed, I feel like, to get a good start on this defensive side, right? It doesn't go their way.
वो अपना defense आ गया. अरे हाँ, हमारे defense है भाई.
If they
भूल गया था मैं.
got
Sorry
the
guys.
bonus, that's 10-5, and that's looking really rough. So this is the time for Global to really have a shining moment.
अबे यार
Probably
mid
not
push
this
हो
round,
गया.
but next round,
Mid तो देख ही नहीं रहा कोई.
bonus to figure things
Nice
out.
Revildo, nice.
I'm a liar. Udatan classic free weapon double tapping about.
Yeah, he's gotten control of
Shouldn't
B-main.
भाई आजकल क्लास 6 से भी shots लग जो रहे हैं ना भाई. Crazy.
He's done a lot more
ये
damage
मिल गया
than
हमको
Classic
आराम से.
in history, but right now, Global Esports, they still sticking on that A side, by the way, and look at how far deep into their territory NAOS have gotten in. They could go all the way into spawn, they could go right behind the A site, do so much damage, and Ja, they've just left Ja to hold out the rotation in case it comes through from spawn.
Yep.
That tap of the
भाई
spike
Ja
is
को
gonna be
मारो
played
कोई.
as information, and here they come.
Just sitting back, sipping on some boba as well, taking the forward stride that you might want to do. Classics here, Uni.
Yeah.
Shorty.
Yeah, of course, he's gonna double tap down. He's got support, and he's gonna come here. Just kind of adding up to his kill tally. Seemed a little too low for him, considering his standard. And that's gonna leave Udatan alone. He started off the round with the 1 kill. He's gonna probably have to end it with the 3, but it's gonna be a dream 3 kills. If at all, he needs to win this round. No time, though. Time's not his friend.
9-5 हो
Maybe
गया.
go for an exit.
I'm out of
Not gonna work out his favor. Mojo's just gonna let him die to the spike as
Yeah.
they build up 9.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see that first kill come out from Udatan, but you do see just not an immediate, oh, we have to go because we've lost main from NAOS. It's still very level-headed and very measured to go for the forward space, right? Even against the pistols, I feel like NAOS give them complete respect.
NAOS का भाई discipline बहुत ज़्यादा है. जो respect जो दे रहे हैं ना जी को.
Had they rotated back and it
Good
was
job,
just a
bhai, good
lurking
job.
player that Udatan did fine, they would
थोड़ा
have
save rounds
numbers to
but
get
फिर
pressure
भी
over
they
the
were
A
so
side. Still
cautious
wanna
कि
give
भाई
them
यहाँ
the
से भी हो
benefit
सकता है.
towards
सारे
the
angles check
They are
किए हैं.
playing the
आराम
numbers
से
and strengths
time
in
लिया
that
पूरा.
scenario that they are dealt with, but at the end, I mean, it is just those lesser pistols against the rifles who have had some time to set themselves up on the line, and now into the freshie as well. I mean, look at this pace changer coming out from Global Esports. They are the aggressors on this defensive
Yeah.
side.
अरे
It's
Udo
Udatan
nice रे.
for 3, but Zavi, he's looking for more. Uni, it's
Udo
not
Tan
happening.
for
You blink and you
4K
miss it.
baby.
Udatan
Nice, nice,
delivering
nice
the
pace
spicy
change.
goods.
Nice tempo
Yeah,
change
absolutely.
भाई.
Big
That's
pressure
cool.
on that A side over there. They made sure that, you know, now feel that they're not going to get away with this as easily as they thought they could. Ja tried maybe, you know, to soften them up a little bit for Mojo to swing out and kill them, but no. The pressure on that A main side allowed for Udatan to actually slip in between the cracks. The amount of utility that was dumped here made NAOS kind of just feel uncomfortable, and they ran into places where they've gotten players already standing waiting for them. Poppy went down pretty early, by the way, towards mid, and that I think kind of helped Udatan because they didn't expect him to be there as well, pushing out towards mid.
Yeah. You got to talk about a successful bonus round to start off your endeavors on this defensive side, though, and that's exactly
अब क्या लगता है?
what we love to see from
देखो
Global.
3 A
Udatan
पे
as
हैं.
well. Neural
2
theft
B पे
available
हैं.
on the flip side.
No one
Ja
watching
still
mid.
silently achieving what he wants to on this attacking side. Getting that kill contract to be available too. So in this slow scaling up through B main, it's a little bit more rapid as Global Esports are not moving and budging from A whatsoever. This might actually transition into an early retake as they finally do start to rotate on over, but is that still going to be go time for now? So, I mean, you got to consider that there's more Cypher utility seeing that one-way cage.
So's gonna get some information now. They know that there's multiple towards B main. It's a pretty deep setup for Nexi as well, but here goes
Still-
Ja. He's gonna find Udatan this time, and it's a duel. Oh my god. Almost read it perfectly. Read it
Almost यार. Empty रे.
Xavi finds another as well as they just plague that B side pretty easily. And look at how far Nexi's gone up as well. He should be able to find one. It will double up as well. That's number 10 for now. And Global Esports fall on the back of just one little quick
गजब खेल
shot.
रहे हैं.
Well,
Man,
Jab.
that's it, isn't it? 3 three simultaneous kills to come through from three different members over on the side of NAOS when that ult goes down. I mean, you play Distractor at that moment, right? Because when that ult comes down, it does really change for Global Esports how they have to try and defend off that B site. Look who got pilfered out, right? Your Cypher, so your trips, they're no longer protectable, right? They're no longer able to be played around by the Cypher, who at that point in time, Udotan is in the right spot to play on his utility, and it's not there. He's gone. So the rest of the squad, they fall like flies, and now it really is the time for Global Esports to
B push
try
किया
and take
उन्होंने.
some further space. Try and
They are
cheat some
now
rotates,
trying
I
to
feel like.
check.
If this round does get dropped, well, becomes
उधर
bad to
हम आते हैं
worse,
और
and now
साइड
the
में
jig is
आते
up.
हैं
Positions are
ब्लॉक.
revealed, and this is immediately going to shift into a quick
7-6 हो
post
गया.
for NAOS.
Yeah, it's an easy one, this one. They're going to get the Hunter's Fury as insurance as well in case things go wrong. Xavier is going to keep that in his back pocket.
यार Hunter's Fury भी है भाई उन पे. Easy है round तो. अच्छा अपना save round है.
But they regrouped. Global Esports have regrouped, and they've just kind of made Patrick check tiles just for a second in case Nexi was maybe, thinking about rolling around there. Now, to burst out, there goes the stun from both their agents. There is a counter stun as well, not going to be good enough. The flash is going to keep them back. He needs to get in here, Patrick. So much util being dumped here. Motion,
Nice,
ready for it? No,
nice.
he isn't. It's going to be a burst.
Nice.
Once again, it's the
Nice.
It's the Vandals. One by one, the weapons being exchanged.
Nice रे.
Global Esports continue to somehow work with their eco round. And
Oh,
they pull a charm.
retake भाई.
They were not too
Good
afraid
job,
to
buddy.
spike at all. It seemed like they could
Good
have
job,
gotten
buddy.
nerves
Good
before
job.
that, but
मजा आया
they
देख के.
waited patiently to find the right time to set up Patrick here.
Patrick,
and if he hadn't gotten that
bhai.
kill onto Mojo, I think that round would have probably been over. Onto now.
Yeah. That's
Bye.
not a Patrick who, that's a Patrick yo, because my jaw dropped to the floor a little bit. I don't know how he's been able to
Yo
survive
cam
that one.
crazy है
Honestly, there were a
भाई.
lot
मैं
of
बोल तो रहा हूँ
chances that
crazy है
players
भाई,
had guns
crazy.
ready, and it was just him on the screen, but that's just, the open areas
Crazy
that the
round,
members
bhai.
of NAOS are actually sitting in towards to allow that one to come towards them.
That's
And
why
at the
we
end of it,
believe
there
in
wasn't
you
enough
and
damage delivered to global members
and
for the
this team,
Hunters Fury
bhai.
to find any of them, right? 3 quick bolts on
Yeah.
towards the spike, 80 damage total. No time to get any shock darts out and deny that defuse as well. So for Global Esports, when you need an individual member to go above and beyond, generally it will be your duelist, or generally when you've got a star-studded clutch player like Papi on the roster, or you've got somebody like Yuda-Tan who has just been so consistent in bringing forward clutches and bringing forward consistency on a roster. Those are the players you're looking for. But the young gun, the new fresh guy on the agent that abuses things, that's a big one. That's a huge one. That's the way the Global
Mala aaya,
Esports
bhai.
get back into this game.
Let's go. We are back in this game. Let's go.
Timeout here that was called in by
Time
NAOS,
out था okay.
but I could see
NAOS
that,
ने क्या?
Juvie was giving
बोला भाई मैंने
instructions
neck to neck
to
रहेगा
his
भाई
team as well
match.
as to how to
Neck to neck
proceed in the
रहेगा.
first couple of rounds because they
Yeah.
desperately
हो जाएगा
need
comeback
to
अपने
cover
पे
up that
भाई.
deficit that they've gotten so far.
You know what it is?
You have
There.
Step
है
1.
तो सही एक ये round हो जीतना पड़ेगा.
Step 2,
10-9
well,
हो
nobody
गया.
else is shooting, so win.
I get that.
Right.
I've seen that script before, and it seems like it's gonna be Patrick to kind of do that. Great, he's already in their spawn. Jaw's gotten one done.
Nice,
Patrick's doing
really.
most of the work for his team.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of duelists.
Jar
just
gets
running
kills,
around
the
finding
rest
the
don't.
kills.
I mean, it's still happening.
Like I said, I've seen that script
पीछे
before.
देखो,
Exactly,
पीछे.
that's totally as it is.
Player.
अरे nice रे.
It's gonna be,
OP भाई.
Patrick once again,
Let's go. We
stepping
have
things
bye
up. It's
next
the
round.
Lightning strikes 3 times this time around. A 4th not gonna be possible. Yeah, he's
कोई नहीं glow था. कोई नहीं.
1v3 now. He's got a minute to work with though, so could make a good play. because
एक मिनट है 1v3 यार.
Yeah.
पिछले में भी हुआ था भाई split में. अब मत हो जाइए please.
You got to consider this as
वही
one
दूंगा
versus
मैं.
one, right, Uni? You just got to group up
Patrick
together.
भाई too
If
good
I'm
भाई.
looking over
वही
at
तो.
that radar and I'm seeing 2 trap wires at the A site against the Sova, I'm probably just repositioning that trap wire that's on the site itself and cordoning off the site completely in its entirety, right? You then don't even need to give a chance that you can have a 1 versus
भाई
1
reveal तो
against
यार.
False
यार
start.
ये जो
I mean,
VCT
that
मतलब
location is
प्रोफेशनल
expected
लेवल
to
में
be
जो
false, so you
सोआ
should
देखने को
probably
मिलता है ना
be
मजा
giving
आता है.
the 100%
और तो मैं
security.
सोआ कभी खेलता नहीं हूँ. अगर
most
कॉम्प पे हो
certainly.
यार हमें.
Xavi's just gonna slowly crawl in and look at that. They call the
मन
rotation.
करता है मेरा ऐसे reveal दूँ बस
on the site.
पागल हो जाए भाई
He's got no
teammates.
idea. Marquette is pretty much open. He's gonna have to play on the back of his gut here. Needs to go for the plant. There comes the sound. Yudatan's gonna start rotating off. Stun comes in through.
There's no time.
They don't know that he's actually back to sight, and yeah, there it is. The stun.
Nice
lasted long
round,
enough for
bhai.
Pelias to swing him out and take him out. Global Esports on 8. They're gonna slowly creep in closer to NAOS here, but it's still not over because NAOS do have one more round, you know, in terms of breathability. Because even if they lose this one, they're still in the lead by at least one round.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, again, is just brilliance from old mate on the Neon, right? Patrick Hu just running around, guns a-blazing, lightning strikes 3 times, as you mentioned. But once more over, it was Jar yet again looking for the kills around the map. You take him down, and it feels like it makes things just a little bit easier. So we really have a massive duelist battle to be prevalent in this map right now, and it's going to continue on again with a massive installment of NAOS members over at this A side. Shut down and squandered, though. Early retaliation come out from Global Esports will stop them in the tracks.
Yeah, actually great retaliation for Poppy. That one paranoia was actually enough to actually push all of them back to where they came from. And the re-clearance commits a little bit more utility. That drone, I'm not sure if it actually spotted these 2 players here. But they're playing a good setup. Shock Dart comes through. Yep, they did spot them, but they're ready for everything. Kelly finds the 3rd, brings out his Sheriff. Will he find the 4th? No, Shabi's gonna take him out there.
Nice.
Will make sure that the flank from Nexi is not gonna support him any longer.
Nice, careless, bhai. Careless. Chalo, GG. Enjoy karo meri meet hai. ठीक है, something, bhai. Thank you so much for coming, yaar. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Bye. Take care. Nice, yeah. Let's go. We are back.
Again from Patrick. He has certainly awoken in the later stages of this map. And it's good adjustments from Kelly S in this scenario as well, right? When you've got the utility coming through, you're not turning around to dodge any flashes as well, because, you know, you got to recognize NAOS aren't playing Breach, NAOS aren't playing Gecko. You can see the trail that's coming your way if a paranoia is there. So it literally is crosshair focus, aim train on your opponent's gunplay for Global Esports, which I really feel like in these past couple of rounds after that Thrifty, they're recognizing that NAOS are playing numbers. NAOS are playing layered utility when they're revealing themselves early on what positions they want to tackle. If Global have recognized that, they are playing the game that they should be right now.
Oh my god, look at the aggression here, Josh.
Nice. क्या पीछे आगे मारा भाई.
Esports has been fruitful so far. But look at Kelly S, another great position.
कोई नहीं. 3v3 कोई नहीं. Chill. Now chill.
Number equilibrium so far. It's a 3 versus 3 right now. But Global Esports have an advantage. If they're able to find that neural theft in some sort of capacity on the late round, information is going to be great for Yutatan, but he needs to be careful because he is going to be exposed. He's kind of wide jumping here, takes a chunk of damage, goes down to almost half HP. Now have information of the fact that the Cypher is a little, you know, kind of soft.
For a retake, the ultimate would be large if he goes for a mid traversal. However, he doesn't necessarily need to give it up early because there's no advancements towards the spike sites yet for NAOS. He's still got his utility around the A site, so he's okay for himself to dance there. And good initiative.
Oh, bhai. Spawn se aa rahe hain. Mere ko laga mid to B hoga through the doors.
To A, because this util has seen nothing. Dark cover one way over at short will disincentivize any pushes there, but also give up some information to NAOS that they can start to wrap around this site to A. And there's that info from the camera uni that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and it's gonna be all onto Yuta.
I mean,
he's not taking the other corner. He didn't see Xavi walk in from main, and that's gonna be the problem. 2 versus 3 now. Drone to reveal a little bit of information. He's got one smoke to work with. Maybe can isolate a little bit, but look at the amount of smokes already on that site. It's gonna cause problems. One of them's faded away, 2 of them gone. And there comes the flank now. Xavi's taken advantage of the information that he's gained. He's gonna create some chaos for his team to actually walk in. But no, back they come from elbow. Smoke's going down. Out comes the ultimate. Lightning from Mosier. Could be enough for Emmett to trade him up with Poppy. Once again, the Clutch King, and he gets it down.
Let's go, bhai. Poppy, bhai. Ultimate guy nahi on ke bhai. Kacham bhai. Let's go.
The man himself, the king from the Philippines, clutches it out for Global Esports.
Why does anyone remove Poppy from Omen? He is the Omen agent player. He is so significant when it comes to relocation and timing on From the Shadows, shrouded step locations, but also recognizing just pure timing on when to use Omen's abilities and when to not as well. Sticking it to Eman at the end when the dark cover goes down as well. You think you've thrown dark cover as an Omen, you think you can move kind of immediately. You gotta wait for it to bloom. You gotta wait for it to become cover, and he doesn't. A little bit unfortunate for NAOS, but amazing for Global.
Yeah, and once again, they just carry on that aggression that they had. But look at Mosier, he's found his own. Global Esports take mid. Now say we're gonna just kind of wrap you around and take B side from the mid region. And Ja, he's one away
जा
from
तो भाई
his ultimate
सिटी
goal.
पहुंच गया भाई
Yeah, he's in this one once again. Again, he's in the same position as he
जा
was.
तो अलग ही खेल रहा है गेम भाई
The only real problem right now is the spike is in B main and Jar is in their spawn. There's no omens available to relocate whatsoever to the side of NAOS, right? So they are a little bit stuck on this eco territory situation. Neural Theft in is just going to secure where Jar is and where the spike is currently getting planted at the back of the B site. But are you really going to try and defend this one? Are you going to be able to do it? No. You're going to get eaten by Hunter's Fury. And nearly dead for Moja. So, I don't know. You need 2 versus 3. Oh.
Oh. Well, there's a cage to kind of throw him off. Mordred
नाइस नाइस डबल पिक दो इसको भी डबल पिक दो नाइस लेट्स गो
Global Esports solidifying their little sort of map of round by round. They get closer and they take the lead back from NAOS here. Put up 11 and their aggression seemingly continuously working for them as they don't now compared to last map where they were kind of after the aggression, they're kind of going a little bit separate, letting Patrick do his thing, go alone. Now they're sticking so much as a team and it's working out perfectly.
नाइस
They're
नाइस
doing
एक
the
साथ
1,
खेलना
2,
है भाई
3 swing
लेट्स गो
together at the right time, at the right place, and the trades are perfect so far in the last couple of rounds.
Jar has really slowed down on the kill department as well because he's being punished and isolated. He's not able to find a lot of the space, and Global Esports aren't giving him the opportunity where they're lurking around individually anymore, right? They're together as a unit, going fast in a couple of these early rounds. What Jar is kind of relying upon has been these individual duels where this double tap is activated for him to refresh and play back on the timer. He's not been able to. But I am looking at the positioning in this round for Global Esports. If you want to counter a kill contract, playing in standard positions and standard lanes on that B site particularly is not a very good realization on what you might be expecting from NAOS at the moment. You hear the shock dart, that's got to give you information as crystal that this ultimate could potentially be coming on in, which it does. There you go, and it's dodged as well. Really
Nice,
well done
nice,
from Crystal
nice.
to move
I'll say
away
about
from
you.
that
Let's
one.
go.
But technically, you have relinquished control of the site.
Yeah, now they're going into market. Oh, this is what we were afraid of. They did it the last
nahi
time as
re.
well, forcing Global Esports all the way back, even from market, finding 2, and then look at how quickly they've repositioned as well. It's such good discipline from NAOS. Take early control, fight them, push them back.
साइड पे
and then
दो
go
हैं
back
इन
to
दोनों
some
को क्लियर करना
great
पड़ेगा
control
भाई
positions. This is a great retaliation from the Filipinos, but can they hold off on the retake that's going to coming in? It's still a 3-3, 3v4, forgive me.
Nice, 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 nice. Nice, Ray, nice. Let's go.
One after the other. Now it's start relinquishing control here. Next he does the 1. He's gonna have to stay alive for as long as possible. Time is his best friend right now, but his teammate is too far away.
Let's go,
And there's
let's
no
go.
way
निकल
to
गया
get
round.
him
Go.
from defusing. Poppy's
Nice,
gonna get
Ray.
all the way down.
अरे
And it's good. Wow, okay.
Elias?
Jump shots, Kelly, but Poppy will trade him off. Match point for Global Esports.
मैच पॉइंट भाई क्या गजब रीटेक किया भाई नाइस रे
Poppy's paranoia in that one as well. The fact that that goes down onto the side at the right time, allowing the team to get the kill on the attempted cross from the stairs to the main as well. You can see that
यहाँ
NAOS
पे
are gonna
3v5
try and play
गया
for
भाई
the
नाइस
point
रे
where in a 5 versus 3 spike down moment as well.
Odd
That
line
was a
में अच्छा
huge
रहेगा ना
recovery to come through from Global
after
Esports,
shock
and then at the end recognizing that hey,
after shock
Sova's
बोलते हैं इसको
nowhere
जो
near
भी
the
था
active,
गाइस
we could use it if we waste out his bolts.
यार मेरे को
Really nicely
एबिलिटीज
done from
ऐसे
Global
आती हैं
at
मतलब
the end there.
मैंने
Now,
अपना
on
नाम
that
दिया हुआ है
point,
ठीक है
trading each other's, well, rather gathering your own map picks, I would say. Potentially, if it
Nice,
works out here,
nice.
because look at this. It's
Let's
again.
go.
He's in the spawn as a Neon in 10 seconds in the round and has a kill.
Yeah, they're pressuring market once again. This time a tripwire to stop Ja from actually going in a little too close to Yunatan, but look at how quickly he's on the flank. He's gonna lose his ultimate though in a couple of seconds. And he's gonna have to bank upon his guns. And
Nice,
Yunatan
nice,
does his
nice.
best,
कितना
keeps market in his
4v2 है
control.
4v2 है
They're losing out one by one. And it's all on to Eman to hold this corner. He's not going to be able to do it. Ja's all by himself. Can he clutch out a
Let's
1v4?
go,
No, he
let's
cannot.
go.
Global
Nice.
Esports pull off
Nice,
sunset
Ray.
in the bag. We head to Haven.
एक मिनट guys mute हूँ
in a row
GG
to come
guys
on through. This is
GG's
what's called competitive gameplay. Great recovery moment for Global Esports as well. What feels like they're losing a lot of the control on that map. They do manage to weather the storm and bring it back at the end. And I mean, credit where credit is due. Patrick, who had a phenomenal run in when he recognizes on the defensive side that he can hold W and take the space like Jara was attempting to do and did so successfully as well. So echoing out that sentiment there, a valiant attempt for Jar. Once again, by the way, brilliant performance over on Split. Doing the same thing over here on Sunset, but just not enough for NAOS, which means Uni, we are all square tied up going into Haven. And remember, folks, we did see a Haven yesterday, and we did see how strong it was for Global Esports.
Yeah.
It was close.
That has been, yeah, it was close yesterday on Haven, and now, do have, a good amount of reading that they could do from yesterday's game that they had, Global Esports had, and given that, NAOS themselves are coming off of playing Haven against Rapid Lo-Fi, I believe, in the upper quarterfinals in stage 3 of SEA, they did win that game 13-6. So they've got a pretty solid Neon comp as well on that, map of Haven. So Global Esports will have to tie their shoes a little bit more tighter than they did last time around, because there's going to be a storm coming their way, and I'm pretty sure that, if at all, maybe if they change things again, if they're going to put Ja on another different, duelist, go for a double duelist this time around once again, I'm not going to be surprised. In fact, it's only going to give us more entertainment watching that next game. But
yeah,
this has been... yeah, go on.
I'm looking towards what we saw last time on Haven for NAOS, and Jar actually was playing the Omen, right? So it's either going to be something refreshing and new again, like this map was, or it's going to be going back to something that they've already tested with this current rendition of the roster. So I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a little bit more 50-50 going in towards this final map.
Well, we're going to find out pretty soon, aren't we? Because we do have Haven coming up at the end of this little... stint that we've got now. I wasn't expecting, and of course, doing the veto for, Juvie to actually go for Haven. I thought he's gonna, ban Haven and go for Pearl at the end. Yeah, I would have liked Pearl. I wanted to watch it. It's been a while since I watched that map on, in a professional capacity. But hey, we're going to hopefully get to see it in the next couple of days. There's a lot more teams to be played. But right now, we're going to focus on what NAOS can bring on to the table. Are they going to change stuff up once again? Or is there going to be more role changes going into the third map? Because we did see 3 players exchange up roles from the previous to this one. Could be a possibility in the next one as well. And I'm just really excited to see what is going to be Global Esports' game plan, considering what happened in the previous day. How are they going to change things up on Haven?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking towards Eman at the moment as well, right? In the kind of lacking performance that we see him on this controller role, if he's going back on towards the breach, I feel like he's a little bit more fluid when he can get that out over on towards Haven. But then again, we are just seeing who performed yesterday on Haven against Orangutan, right? It was the opening map, so I think that actually has something to really play for it as well. Map number 1 with this new roster in the official capacity was the close one. When they recognized what they needed to do, the second map was pretty flawless from them on Sunset, right? Now, it's a new team. They've had 2 maps with a good amount of rounds to consider when we've got, both of them ending 13-10, right? That's 23 rounds per map. You're looking into some great tape that they can reflect in their mind at the moment on, all right, we know what worked for us yesterday on Haven. We know what didn't work. We know what we've already seen from NAOS and what we haven't seen and all this sort of stuff. So it is kind of, reflecting right now for it that everybody in the server's warm. We know what our strengths are. We know what our weaknesses are. Let's play towards them coming on to map number 3. And if you've got a new strategy to come out with for Global Esports, it's the time to do it. For NAOS, I mean, let's see something new, I guess, if you want to. But I would personally like to see their old agent pool shine through again.
Well, we're going to find out at the end of this little short break, ladies and gentlemen. The players are just going to take a little bit of water break, and so are we. We'll be right back with Haven to see who's going to end up at the end as the winner. Just take my time.
That nice. Sorry यार जरूरी कॉल था ऑफिस का. I'll be back. ठीक है? अभी आ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a third map ahead of us. It's been quite neck and neck between these two teams. NAOS and Global Esports have taken a map each, and they've won their own respective picks. Now we're heading in towards Haven, which was not great as much as you would expect for Global Esports yesterday. They did budge out a win, but it wasn't the cleanest of wins. And now they're going up against NAOS, who do have a pretty great and solid Haven themselves. Komodo, any thoughts about what we can expect on this final map?
I mean, I'm expecting a 50-50 coming in towards this one. I hope the players were vibing in that break as well, because I know I was. I felt like with that music that I was gonna break out into like country song or something like that. I was vibing in that little 10-minute intermission, but I gotta say I'm ready to kind of see what Haven does have in store from what we saw yesterday against Orangutan, right? So getting out of the gates straight away, it's shaking off the nerves in yesterday's series. It's figuring
Honey,
out
यार बहुत ज़्यादा तेज आवाज़ आ रही है guys. यहाँ कम आ रही है.
now it's a very different scenario though, right? It's two maps
Second,
done dusted, 13-10, really close
camera.
action. This is a
We are
series
back
now that
with
really can
the
go
final map in B03.
Absolutely, and it's given the fact that NAOS have got the potential to
Guys, आप लोग को आवाज़ सही आ रही है?
against some of these big teams right there, right?
काफी कम आ रही होगी ना?
Global Esports, of course,
मैंने कम कर रखी है एक्चुअली ना. मेरे को ईयरफोन्स में कुछ ज़्यादा ही वो लगती है.
2 months old at best.
क्या बोलता है उसको?
So it is going to
हाँ,
be
काफी
a
ज़्यादा
little bit
तेज.
more difficult for them to create that chemistry that NAOS have been building for I think
मेरी आवाज़ नहीं आएगी
a
इसलिए.
few years now. So we will be seeing what NAOS can do best on this
हाँ
map.
जी.
Haven, they've played it a multiple
नहीं, आवाज़ कम हुई है पीछे से ही उनके.
their composition again to support that double
पीछे से ही है guys आवाज़ कम उनके साइड से.
doing for the last 2 maps or not. Do you feel like they might integrate that Fnatic Yoru ISO comp because they just love that double duelist, or do you see them just kind of settling into
कौन सा हेवन है ना लास्ट मैप
That
गाइस?
would be a wild one. Not gonna lie, that would be a really wild one.
टफ रहेगा, टफ मैच फिर से. टफ तो रहेगा यार. Because last कल close गया था काफी.
willing to play a Neon, right? That's why I was a little bit surprised coming into Sunset that we've got the Neon with the ISO, right? I could see that probably being another possibility, but I'm also looking towards a weakness on the side of NAOS in that series as well, right? It was Eman on the smokes, let's be real. So whether or not we continue to see that, because that's the only scenario that I can really see in how they continue a double duelist lineup. It's if Jar's on duelist and Moja's on duelist, Eman is on smokes, because you're not taking Xavi off of Sova when it comes towards Haven, and I mean, you're not really taking Nexi off of Cypher either, right? So that's really the only way that I see it. So there really is the whole discussion right now for them in their camp. Are we double duelisting and we're having those three players play them, or are we
यार वेलो खेल हो गया तब तक.
having the breach and everything and playing it with
गाइस क्या कहते हो? ऊंचा है
I
एक
don't
डेथ
say
मैच.
mundane, but it kind of is mundane meta agents.
Yeah, it's kind of gone that direction where you just if you're not playing the Neon and Breach, you almost feel like it's just you cannot take that A main control, right? It's pretty easy because you just got the one stun, one recon, and you got to maybe one smoke a little deep towards A main if you're on defense. It's pretty easy to get that. But hey, we will talk about what's going to happen on Haven from the side of Global Esports. Because you got Juvenile once again coming up here to join us, ladies and gentlemen, right before the third map. So gets a little bit of insight as to what exactly is going to change from what we saw yesterday. Welcome, Joey. Tell us what is going to be different in Haven today.
Hey boys, we're gonna play a little bit more confidence. We're gonna play these 2v2, these 3v3 situations with a little more confidence, no more sit still, be more proactive. And then in general, yeah, just play better. I don't want to give away too much right before we play, but you guys will see in the server different changes. You guys let me know.
Ooh,
I mean,
okay.
to be fair, I did, see. We all, of course, did see in that last map, right, of Sunset, the 3v5s, the 3v4s that you guys were getting confidence to fight off. The utility was on point. Even though now we're in such good post-plant positions, the players figured it out really well. Clearly, the calling in those post-plant positions was really good, and they understood, how to counter and mid.
आओ guys डेथ मैच खेल लेते हैं
Now,
तब तक
on Haven, yesterday
एक
was
डेथ
pretty much
मैच तो
similar
बनता
story,
है
going neck to
Match
neck
found.
against OG. Do you feel like you've got the confidence to kind of maybe put out a statement win on this map of Haven, or do you feel like NAOS are going to give you just as tough a competition as the previous two maps?
Oh, they'll play. It's just as tough, man. I told you, this team is good. This team is always good. And when Jaw's playing like he's playing, bro, it's tough, man. This guy's plus, I don't know, 37, it feels like. He's just running around fragging out. So, if we can shut him down, we can have it come up with an easy win. But I don't think it's going to be easy, for sure.
ये क्या हो गया
Yeah.
What I'd like to know if on that map, if you can even remember back.
हेलो गाइस आवाज आ रही है मेरी हेलो आई एम देयर ना राइट यार भाई लगता है आज हमारी किस्मत में खेलना है ही नहीं चले
It's something that the team decided to understand. We're going to take space that they leave instantly, and it's okay even if they are in our spawn. What was the time? What was the thing
That's true.
happening in that timeout? If you could give us a little insight up with that.
No, I mean, the reality is that's the first time I've really seen a team consistently react that way. Most teams don't react that way. They might go to the other site, but very rarely do they end up in your spawn, 6 rounds and a half. So it was definitely a unique look for us, and it was something that we had to adjust to, but, we came with the dub. Again, I don't care how we win as long as we win.
Yeah, I mean, one of the really cool adjustments for you guys at the later stages on that defensive side was the retakes, right? You had the right opportunity and positions, you had the right retake utility really prevailing in the end there. So I'm kind of wondering, at the back of sight, time and time again, how did the team kind of feel about having to change those retakes in the end?
Yeah, I mean, it's just an adjustment you have to make, man. That's part of the thing we're trying to teach them. It's part of the thing we're trying to practice with is just being able to make adjustments. So that I can't be able to talk every single time. You know what I mean? So we have to be able to make those adjustments mid-game, and that's something that we're gonna keep working on, keep focusing on, yeah, man. At the end of the day, by the end of the season, I want that to be one of our strengths is that we can adapt to anything another team does and have an answer quickly without waiting for a timeout.
Yeah.
चलो
Well,
guys
heading
एक को
into
ट्राई
Haven
करते हैं
now, they've played double duelist so far in both the maps. They did bring out the ISO. Are you expecting a double duelist to come in to even this map from them? Because they played the default comp pretty much the last couple of times, but they could throw a curveball. Do you expect them to throw a curveball towards you?
I expect them to put Jaw on ISO again. That's what I expect. So we'll probably see the Fnatic comp. Honestly, it's what I expect.
All right, okay, all the best to you, Juvi. You've got another map. Hopefully you can secure the dub with this one. We'll see you at the end of the third one. Bye-bye.
Thanks, boys.
रवि तो चलाया था मेरा
Yeah, well, he feels
Fnatic
confident
comp, huh?
and-
Fnatic comp.
Yeah, Fnatic comp. We did mention it, and I honestly, I like it, man. I would love to see Ja once again on the ISO. He's been giving us the highlight reels pretty much live, and Mosier has been supporting him. Although, do you feel like Mosier could play that Yoru, or will he be sticking to the Neon, if at all? They go for that competence.
I don't know. His Neon was a little bit disappointing on Sunset, so I think if you want to change it up and get a little bit of extra comfort and change it, and you've got no immediate pressure in this sort of game coming forward, I think maybe sure. Why not? Throw it on the Yoru. Let's just do it.
Yeah, I guess let's just go ahead find out. What's the draft looking like? The agents are being picked up as we speak, and we've got. Okay, just changed the name, but that's all right, no problem. We've got, I think, yeah, there it is. Okay, they're going for the Fnatic.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Okay. Yeah, he said it, and they're picking it up. No problem there. And Global Esports going to be sticking to what they know best, as now is really feeling
Oh,
comfortable on that
you're
double
with
duel.
ISO. Let's go.
Continue
हमारी
further
तो वही
on
काउंट है भाई.
to
हम नहीं दिखा रहे सब
another
कुछ.
map of constant aggression being at least in the game plan for NAOS. But once again,
Yeah.
is this going to be something that they play like Fnatic, or is it going to be something like Sunset-esque, where if at all Global Esports, try and take aggressive A, are they going to try and push them towards B to maybe
Let's
force
go,
up
guys.
A lane,
Let's
make
go,
them feel
bhai.
uncomfortable?
Crazy
if a
comp की तो
similar game plan is
ISO
coming in from
with
Sunset,
Yoru.
Haven is a map where using that kind
ये
of
तो मैंने
positioning,
कॉम्पी मैचेस
where
में नहीं
you
देखा
get
कभी.
into the enemy's region of spawn,
तो यूज
is
करते
actually a
हैं.
lot
ISO
more
with Jet
useful
देखा
versus
मैंने.
with
ISO
how
with
big
Raze
and
भी देखा है.
how much variety
Abyss में
of
खेलता है वो तो.
you have on this map.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your first question that you say a little bit earlier, are they going to be able to play it like Fnatic? I think it's always going to be one of those things where Fnatic is a team that
Let's go,
is
guys. Let's
always
go. Third
tried to
map.
be
Let's go.
emulated. You know, they're one of these
Let's
top
go.
teams for a reason.
GE fighting.
But
Let's
you
go.
also have to consider
G
that
fighting नहीं, G winning
Burkout
by.
on that Yoru, he finds so much space and so much.
Okay,
movement
NAOS
for, like,
attacking,
confident to get those kills
GE
on the hunt,
defending.
right?
Got
So
it.
I'm looking
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
this one, and I'm considering. Are we going to see the same sort of consistency and ability from Moja and from Jar on these agents? And C and Garage splits are pivotal of ability in a map like this.
जा भाई
And they're
push
already
करेगा
going
भाई.
into a smoke the different way. Like, what can you do?
Yeah.
भाई Nexi भी भाई lurk भी कर रहे हैं, push भी कर रहे हैं भाई.
As long as he possibly can on the back of site there, as forgive me, back of garage, outside of garage, as he's gonna wait for Global Esports to make their move. But he's going all out towards this stone region. Now they come, one for him. Another one gonna fall. No, it's gonna be
Arre.
Shabby to shut them down. As now is go for that aggression once again. They're not afraid.
Nice raid, nice
Something that they
raid.
should have considered on Sunset as well. But there's maybe I can see them treating this Haven C site as something that they did for the Sunset B, right? Like in Sunset B, they go for that market.
वो मैं मर जाता ना तो वो भी मर जाता.
from
So
the site itself instead of
1v2
taking it
रहता था.
directly from mid region. So I feel like it's gonna be interesting about how
दो
they
तो ऐसे ही मर गए फ्री फायर में
something
भाई.
like that.
Smoke factor करते ही.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pistol round gathered by NAOS, right? So if you're looking for differences, you are really looking for your rotation timing, I guess you'll say for NAOS, right? But you flip it on over to Global, and I'm kind of considering for them, what differences are
Let's see
they
here,
doing here compared to
Base tag on
Global?
them.
You saw firsthand, Uni, the sloppiness, right? I guess I'll say for how Global were playing against Orangutan, right? Who running around the map a little bit for themselves as well. In towards this one, right? It's early. It's just pissed around. It's the secondary round where they stack towards A. So you'll give this one. But come gun round, right? Are we seeing more aggression from Patrick? Are we seeing more setups to come through from Kalias?
More
These
setups
are the questions
anymore.
that I'm going to be asking to really see how are you putting your player on the top pedestal, who's already nearing 50 kills for your team this best of 3.
Go, go, go.
Well, once again, we go on that eco, and Global Esports in this series have been pretty good on these rounds. As Deep Smoke comes in to try and let them get out of here. Ja initiates his shield as the Xavier K tries to get a kill. The stun is perfect. Both of them struggling, but 2 bullets at the same time better than 1.
Nice, nice.
Moser comes into the trade. The paranoia is too good. He spams them all down.
Last player
But the damage
standing.
done by Global Esports is pretty significant. Multiple weapons dropped here. Emin gonna try and run away with that Vandal, but he's gonna be allowed to. Yeah, he's gonna be allowed to. Yokum had to die to the spike there. As
भाई Yokum
Vandal
ने
will
जो
be saved at the last second.
भाई जो
And
whiff हुआ ना इस
now he's gonna
round.
be getting away with a scare.
NAOS के द्वारा. Nice eco भाई.
Yeah,
Nice
close to the
nice
end
eco.
as well, right? Lots of kills to come through. It does look awkward. I saw that undercut go through, and I'm thinking, no, yeah, pistols, 1 or 2 shots, they're dead, they're vulnerable. No, it looks a little bit more awkward to come on through, but Moja stabilizes, and now Uni is the important one. Kills collected earlier on means more vulnerability because of all of those light shields on the side of NAOS, but more importantly, more strength over for Global just on weaponry, utility, shields, and early information where now you got to be a little bit more cautious if you're playing by yourself as Udaton. At least you're still getting trapped by it currently. That wasn't destroyed by that shocky.
Oh, the tripwires allowed him to get in. Mosier, he's got an incision point here, and he could prove be dangerous. And he does. He gets away with it as well. All the way back towards A. He goes.
क्या TP थी भाई नाइस
The
रे
trajectory has changed, and now it's on the back of Mojo's ultimate now. Thanks to that kill, we'll find the A side for
Mojo
themselves.
भाई
It's
बढ़िया खेल
completely,
रहा।
by the way, MT. A great sell
That's-
from Mojo alone on that C side.
That's actually huge. The fact that he does pick up Dimensional Drift on the back of that kill actually means that they can full pivot and full path into this A side to establish an open home plant with a one-way. You have to go quick as global.
Yeah, you have to, and they're going in as well. Nothing gets to the trades are there, but now doing that bit as well. Too much chaos, a lot of stuff happening through walls and through smokes. But in the end, it's going to be now. It's coming
Nice
back on
retake था,
top.
अच्छा hit
Global
था, but-
Esports, they start off on Haven once again with a little bit of uncomfortability. But this kill, man, was everything for NAOS to win that
Yeah.
round.
I mean,
Hey,
I'm thinking
हमारा
about the
अंदर
differences
heaven ने
if
दो ले
Yulakan
गया।
finds that kill compared to not, right? You put a stopper on any C progression. Kazavi still falls back in that scenario to assist with the rest of the team now, changing course over towards A. You don't have the clearance factor of the whole side as well. You don't have the rotation coming through from Global because they lose the C fight. They think the rotations are happening and they're not, and then they pay post. So really that first kill in the round kind of sets the scene for the whole remainder of the round, and we're back on the foot for Global Esports where they lean towards this alpha side yet again. They do take a bit of space, granted, deep up through long.
ये खुला
It's still
छोड़ रखा है,
safeguarded
but-
by that deep trap wire, and poor unfortunate Yudotan again is in a 1 versus X scenario by his lones himself. Good for a bit of chip
अरे
damage here,
लो था
sure,
रे
but
एक
still
shot
lost
था।
his
planted.
life.
Yeah, and now I'm pretty sure Patrick's going to be taken out here as well. Yeah, he can go down. Another one. No, he's going to be finding that trade. They do have a vandal work with Ja. Activates that shield. Instantly taken out. The double tap is going to be still available to
Ja
him.
तो पागल हो गया भाई।
He's and C to find it. But he's going to let his opponents come to him. Evan's going to do all the baiting work for him now. They're going to peek on the back of that corner. Flash
Last
connect
player
through.
standing.
Ja's going to get one. Evan's going to follow it up. And Ja, just a one more frag, and he's going to secure the round. Number 4. Pretty simple for NAOS. Not too much loss. Just a one man. And Global
4-0
Esports now
bye.
have a bye, but this is going to be a very important bye for them to win.
Yeah.
True
Bit of a
भाई,
leak over
ये
at this C
जीतना
side at the
पड़ेगा भाई,
moment
ये
as
round
well,
तो
isn't
जीतना
there?
पड़ेगा।
Yudotan's utility just completely disrespected by shot bolts and by fake outs too. So I'm considering adjustment period is in order for Global Esports in that little scenario. Maybe a bit of deeper utility. Maybe you play bodies a little bit closer. You know, there's no neon that's running in against you, right? There's still forward pathing from these players. If we're not seeing Moja gate crash deep in towards the site, you kind of can set yourself up for holding strong angles around the site. And you have to have this very real discussion. These are the sort of early scenarios that a team like NAOS will set you up for when you see the same sort of utility, you're expecting them to hit C and they immediately don't. It's another fake that comes through, right? So there's a very large importance right now on a good discussion and decision to be made for Global Esports. They've found some success creeping up through A, right? Are they going to try and get an operator on the A line? Or are they going to put Patrick over at the C line potentially? These are the things that you're kind of rambling against in your head. And I'm looking at the radar now, Uni, and I'm seeing positionally, we're going to get the Neon operator peek down through sewers. Potentially Crystal sets him up with a dart, and they change it up where they have a little bit more bodies over at the C side.
Yeah, it could be a bit of a troublesome peak for him though, because look at it now. The entire team right now is going to be aggressing on towards A, and the cage is going to protect him. The camera's going to push him off as well. Ja has been reconned. He's going to get away from dodge right now. And he knows that the
push
option,
हो रहा है,
they know they
उल्टे।
gotta play safe. They're gonna do everything. The undercut, the paranoia, everything comes through. Chavi's entered the site. They push the op behind, and Mojer is gonna make sure that he does not push any further. Weapons being exchanged. Double tap activated, but he's going a little too far.
Nice.
The one way wasn't necessary to be pushed there. And one after
Nice,
the other,
Ray.
instantly, Global Esports capitalized.
Nice,
on the
Ray.
mistake
Nice
made
round,
by
Ray.
Ja. He went a little too deep and gave up his life, and that was the point where Global Esports said, all right, that's
नाइस
pushing and
retake
taking
भाई,
right
क्या
now.
OP retake था।
Yeah,
Off
on the
change
board for
करी।
them as well, right? You got the plant to come on down. You got the Hunter's Fury available to try and buy time, but it's exactly to say it is go time to get in there nice and early as Global Esports.
Patrick,
Whipping the neural
OP.
theft in the mix. You got a Hunter's Fury as your own as well, but it really is just no two left feet to come through from Patrick. He's making sure it's one in front of the other. And the kills are being collected for him and the squad on global as well. So you're on the board, you reset yourselves mentally and physically in towards the server, but I look towards the ultimate lineup on the side of NAOS and I think, uh-oh, Hunter's Fury still available. You've got, Nexi as well available with the Neural Theft, but more importantly, mate, you've got Jar with the kill contract.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go for it right now. Yeah, there he goes. He's picked up somebody, and it's gonna be Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
He's got the duel as well. He's gonna win that duel, and that's a free kill for him. Instantly, Patrick, he activates the other side of the map, but he's gonna lose that fight. And Global Esports losing members on every part of Haven right now. Poppy, texted, taken out, and that's gonna leave the one and only Crystal alone on the inside.
Nice play by NAOS.
A
That was
little
a
bit
good play by.
confused for a couple of members on global there. You know inside that you want to try and get the kill. You want to find the space for more impact in the team. When you lose a kill or two at the very beginning, you lose the Gulag 1v1 fight. You lose your lightning guns over at the side of A as well, right? These two ultimates that are both, one for each side, resulting in
Nice. Crystal, nice.
I mean, you see the Neural Theft go down, and you're always going to understand from Yudo time, I want to get into Garage, I want to find some space, I want to try and get a pick and get out, bring this round back into a workable and it just doesn't happen at the end. One on the escape, by the way. So, so far, for now, this half is going swimmingly.
Yeah, pretty smooth. They've been, really great with the utilization of that, kill contract. They know exactly how to move in the minute they know that, okay, you know what? One player has gone out of the site. We have to rush in as soon as possible, even if Ja loses that fight. But I think the big problem that ended up happening was Patrick's kind of impatience to kind of, activate that overdrive and move in from the A main side. And he lost his life there as well. Exactly. So that was a problem. Now they're aggressing on C to get a little bit of information and close out this part of the map because now they've been abusing it every single round. Ja holds it down, and Global Esports with a deep smoke. Not too much control, but they have numbers here.
Yeah, but the problem is, look at the utility, you still got the shield, a lot of it is peppered on through, but the bullets at the moment, they're training in crossfire. Swift past the eyebrows, but it doesn't really matter for Global Esports at the moment. That's not the target that you want to be hitting. Yudo-tan, M-Man to dispatch of you, and now it's all on to the Crystal man. And once again, unfortunately,
it's a Crystal 1v4.
They are gone.
They're gone.
Save simulator.
Indeed. They've got the Rolling Thunder now, so there could be a little bit of a retake gameplay that could help them, honestly, because of the pace at which NAOS are constantly abusing that C site. I feel like the Rolling Thunder is a really effective tool for them to kind of just push them out of the site, take good fights, set up, Patrick in good positions with that ultimate and the rest of the utility that, Kellyus can provide as well. But it's all going to be a question if or not Global Esports are going to actually, continue on that path of, aggression on that C side or not. What do you think about it? Yeah. Should they play a little bit safer now that they've got? I mean, it is an eco, but I'm talking about the next round maybe.
Well, the problem is just individually, the kills aren't being collected for global. It doesn't really matter as a team at the moment, right? It's just the isolation of a couple of these global members, and it's just the scaling of utility that now are throwing their way, changing it up from this C utility dump pressure, from this dry peaks coming on through. Now you're staring against dimensional drift, right? You still got that Hunter's Fury if they get pinged out. General combo that comes on through. And, I know what it's set of utility to come out. And the kills are there. Finally won by Kellyus, but it's exactly what I see. It's like magic. You read the script. Dimensional drift, ping out an opponent, distract them out with the goo on the screen, and Hunter's Fury comes on through, and things just crumble for global.
Yeah, Crystal will find the one trade, and that's going to be it. It's still a 3 versus 2. It is actually doable. They've got 2 weapons now.
Doable, let's go.
Even though the drones are currently being exchanged, they've spotted one player. They know that Patrick has got a lot of utility. Recon's gone out. Stun comes through. He's missed that opportunity to take that kill down. Needs to slide out. No, he couldn't. He should have slid out there to probably take that first fight. It's going to be Xavi once again, standing alone on site, making sure he is going to be the first and last line of defense. 7-1 now. It's getting scary, Komodo. I'm not going to lie.
I want to highlight for those that might have missed the game yesterday, the Haven result for Global Esports. They found 8 rounds on their defensive side. And you know, that was the closeout for the series, right? They had 5 attacking rounds. The half was 5-7 by math. It's always scary to do math in the broadcast, but we're there. It's now 7 for NAOS on this attacking side. So literally anything extra is massive of change.
Yep.
And we do have guns, at least 4 global here, 2 light shields, but it's, you know, just the pace changes once again for now. Back towards C, not seeing any contest from any members there. They'll break these traps, they'll get on through. The only difference being the global should have a very quick flank and a player advantage.
Cypher उठा लिया.
Yeah, it's going to be Yuta Tom. He gets picked up. He's going to win. No, he's not. Jock takes him out, and that's going to call in for the retake. It's a 3 versus 4. Patrick's on the flank. Josh not ready for... No!
Oh,
Patrick!
no.
What have you done, Patrick? How?
निकल जाता
Patrick,
रहो.
how? Kelly does have the ultimate, and now that ultimate might end up going for a waste unless, of course, he executes it. Yes, he will. Find the player up close. He was a little too late. Javi expected it, but just the movement was a little too off. Emin has to go back. He's going to wait for Ja to come on from the other side. It's going to be clear. Raining shots from him. Only the one, though, for Ja. It's going to be Emin to clutch it out. But Copy stands strong. Finds the second global. And I think they've heard you. 7 should be the max that they need to give away on this defensive side.
Yeah, I'm looking at the end there as well, right? And when you've got a player that has a lot of hours...
अभी भी हो सकता है 5-7 will be a good half, right? अरे हक दिया रे.
When you've got Eman coming through on that one, I see a dark cover available, and I'm thinking to myself, a one-way on top of the site there. You can try to tickle the tootsies of one of the guys there, but they end up both facing, right? They would have had to fall a little bit more forward off the spike. You can go for the jump peak. So it's just these little individual characteristics on these certain agents when you're not too familiar with them that I'm seeing for now, so they need to pick on up. But for Global Esports, a golf club for getting that retake in as well, right? From the beginning kill that they get in the window, from the lasting one at the end there together as a unit, now for the hopeful opening, which they managed to successfully get.
Yeah, that's a big kill there from Patrick. Secures the A main side completely, and there goes an ultimate. Looking for him and found himself, and he was just not ready to expect Kelly as they're coming in that late. Global Esports proactiveness is working for them. They're getting aggressive, and it's rewarding them with map control and a lot of kills. But Javi, he gets both of them back from the grave. What the hell is that? That shouldn't have been possible at all. And of course, Ja ends up on a rotating crystal. That's opened up the C site. And now it turns away from Global Esports once again. 5v3, as it just was, has now turned in to a 3v1.
जी भाई मैं रन डाउन हो जाता अभी.
To a 3v1.
Revealing area.
Another scenario for Global Esports where it's a 1vx here, Uni, but this time it's not Crystal. It is Kelly S, and he will be given it a bit of a crack. Pathing away from the utility at the moment, but a plant for back site. You hear what Sova's over towards there, but you don't know where the remaining 2 are. It really does just come down to trying to bait it out. And I mean, I'm even looking at the contingency that you've got over on the side of NAOS. You know, ignore the ISO for that matter. You've got a Harness Fury, right? That is your contingency in this round. Not even needed.
Yeah, perfect works right now from NAOS. Even though they lose a couple of players early on, such good control from Global Esports, but they just give it away almost. It felt like Xavi just kind of peeked them for free, and he got 2 kills like it was nothing. Even this, I'm not sure how. Patrick should have actually used that bait, to be fair. I feel like he could have been set up for 2 there if he just let them cross by.
When I see the scenario of a 5 versus 3 and you've got 2 players still pushed up through A long, I'm immediately kind of considering a dark cover at the top of A and get out of dodge, right? You're playing towards the numbers there. You're expecting utility to be used back for NAOS to get in towards the site. That's mainstream ways to get, you know, that round to transition into a phase. They overstay their welcome, and now they have to
nice shot, Ray. Nice shot.
Rounds such as this on an eco to try and, you know, make it a not a 10-2 half, not a 9-3 half.
Kind of feels like it might, you know, kind of trickle into that tangent, because right now Global Esports have stuck their gut of sticking outside that C site. All 4 are here. Just the one player hoping that nobody flanks them from B, as NAOS just quietly find their space into the B site.
Yeah, we'll get
Scanning ahead.
eventually.
First be hit किया इन्होंने.
B-side
Nice,
endeavors of
let's go.
eventual plant locations, have we? But if they manage to do so, I kind of feel like it would give a little bit of an incentive for Patrick to maybe even use the overdrive.
Well, you called it. There he goes. He's gotten the first, and now there's 3 more to go. Just preemptively making sure nobody's coming in through that smoke so that he can find a free kill if at all possible. There's a stun that comes through. He puts his own. Patrick finds a second, and once again, it's the overdrive that's creating the chaos, creating the difference, and he's gonna make it work all the way. Sliding across and just absolutely demolishing them. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of comments right here.
Who would win? 4 fully equipped gun utility boys or 1 Filipino zippy zappy gun?
Hello Hardy, भाई आप बात भी करो, आपके views कम होंगे last 1 year से. I know रे, I know.
How he's just managed to run around on Neon like that. That is absolutely brutal. It shouldn't happen.
I'm pretty sure.
भाई कॉम्पी की याद दिला दी ये नियॉन देख के भाई.
In chat. I mean, of course, G fans would love to see this being exploited, but remember, guys, other teams can do this as well. When it, you know, it's great when it's for your team. You know, it's great when it's for your team, but when you see, you know, maybe you see Damn.
आरपी करते हो तो 1.1 भाई सेम टाइम छोड़ना यार. अभी उस टाइम पे अलग आरपी थी भाई. उस टाइम पे ई की आरपी चल रही थी यार हार्डी.
Yeah, legitimately,
Won't be the
Darby's
same, bro.
experience on Neon and showcase
हाँ
over
देखते हैं
at
आरपी
Ascension
करते
was
भाई.
probably the decisive blow to Riot to recognize, yeah, this agent a little bit overpowered. But you still, at the end of the day, have to be able to put your mouse at the right spot, right? And you got to be in the right positions. So he's done well to at least try and bring a sense of recovery in towards the server at the moment. But, I mean, there's still death by 1,000 cuts for the team of Global Esports on this defensive side right now. And there's, you know, not enough bandages to stem the bleeding. Though I will add, Uni. 9-3. Yeah, still possible for NAOS to win at the half. But there's an 8-4 that Global could still get.
Yeah, and I think they are going to try extremely hard for that. They do have 2 ultimates right now, and pretty useful one as well to, you know, kind of gain control. A site's been given away from NAOS as they once again find their, you know, footsteps treading towards.
फिर से सी हिट यार, वो सी हिट नहीं मान रहा भाई इनका.
Slowly creep up with 2 of his
वो यहाँ से
teammates.
पुश कर रहे हैं.
3 actually to cover up that entire set. The tripwire is going to be broken pretty quickly as well. And now NAOS are going to instantly on the back of that react to the
You and me.
Yeah, that trip is go time in towards C, and Jar actually using the ultimate to a different location too. So meanwhile, in the 1v1 where Jar loses, by the way, to Udatan, it's going to be another 5v3 that they now have
Oh,
to
मार दिया उल्टान ने. Nice रे, nice.
See, he's got good position right now, but he's in trouble. It's going to be Patrick running into sight. Xavi taps him out. It's going to be Crystal to trade him out. Once again, Nexi keeping things alive at the moment. He's got Emin to help him out. There comes the new theft. He's going to try and stick the defuse now. Nexi on the reload. He gets it. He put it to the last second. Oh my god.
ऐसे
if you're next there, you have to have your crosshair almost at the right position for when that ping of the neural theft comes out to win that one. If you're off by the size of your opponent's head at that distance, you don't get the kill. And you don't get the round. 0.03, man.
Even if it hit Udatan's hat at the side, I think it would have not probably registered that bullet.
He didn't have the hat. He already used his neural theft.
He used
He's
his neural theft
hatless.
as well, yeah.
भाई यार कैसे
lucky.
Look at this. He's reloading, and he just gets off the reload at probably 0.04 to re-equip the gun and get the single tap. That is
bad luck, भाई.
Insane.
What a bad luck, bro.
I can already see Boom Esports' flashbacks from Ascension Final and Pacific, man. Dreadful times. Now it's gonna continue on their stride.
Yeah, opening kill over towards NAOS as well. Good shock dart, I will add. Causing some positions to be noted down deep in mid as well. But Jar has been spotted out at the front of B.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Nice. Blinded, stunned, and decapitated at the same time. Nexi does get one. Really gonna have to cover back. Kelly almost got taken out there, but Global
2v2 है,
Esports instantly
2v2
on the
है.
back of that kill travel.
But health कम है यार,
to
पर
the A
उनकी भी
site
health
and
कम
make
है
sure that's
साइफर
where they
की.
get the,
Let's see.
spike
I
down
think
to
हो
the
सकता है.
ground. It's a 2 versus 2, and
Spike
Kelly's
planted.
is actually pretty low right now. That stun is perfect. Nexi jumping around, pretty lucky that Poppy's not decided to spam into that smoke.
Yeah.
Last
Ah.
Cover, there's a gap in
One
that one.
enemy
String together
remaining.
as a team. Comparable HP at the beginning of this one, but Eman, he has the
GG
betterment
Eman.
of it in the end on a Kelly. Yes, I was looking uni at that 2 versus 2. The Omens had the HP. It was the other guys that did not. And for Eman, he's able to close that one down. I like the assault onto B. Don't get me wrong from Global. I'm just surprised that they actually did decide to go back over towards the A site, because the trade, the fact that Moja gets Crystal, if it does go the other way, the round probably does end differently. The round probably does go towards Global. And I'm exactly on par with what you say as well. I'm surprised that Papu didn't spray the smoke when the fault line goes through and they're jumping in it.
Yeah, he could hear
Jump
him
करना
jumping
चाहिए
pretty
था
clearly.
यार.
I think even a bullet or two would have helped a lot. But
Round निकल जाता है.
Naos
हाँ, 2
make
round
best
निकल.
use of that situation. They get the air advantage, and the outlaw
कैसे
comes out and
slide में
instantly
मार दिया
he's
भाई.
out of there. Leaf in the wind. Poppy does get the trade though. Xavi overstayed his welcome. That's the ace that actually opened up, unless of course Nexi has something to say about it. This force fight from Global is going to be proved to be make or break, because if they don't win this round, it might be the end of this series right here, because they'll get up to 11 and then it's going to be an eco, which will
Yeah.
give them match point.
It would be a mountain to climb and you don't have the right gear, that's for sure. But let's see if they can at least find some damage in towards this round, right? A bit of a reset onto the time. You still do see 2 playing around this A site. You still got Nexi with his camera available. You can tap that out. You still got the trapway there as well. He's the one who's low on HP, however. And with nothing seen over at the C site, nothing over towards the B site as well, I think NAOS are cottoning on to the idea that it was just a time reset back over towards this A site. Great dark cover timing. There's not much you can do about that if you are Global Esports now. And even if you do try to wait it on out, I mean, it's not really going to do too much, is it?
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
GG.
That
Spike
undercut
down
was
A.
perfect for Mojo to get in at the right time. Take that kill onto where it's short. Make sure that nobody's pushing up
भाई
Ja
ये
from the other
उनने गेम
angle.
पलट दिया है यार.
Even though Ja went away, his undercut did the work for his team to actually secure that round perfectly. And Mojo, of course, finishing things off in style. And now Global Esports in extreme dire straits, as they need to just scrape the bottom of the barrel to actually get back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, we did hear it from Juvenile
हो
as well
सकता है,
earlier
हो
on,
सकता
right?
है भाई.
NAOS has always provided a little bit of a challenge. They're a good team. The results that they come up with in these scrims, yeah, Scrimbucks, I'm mentioning it, they come out
Right
good,
here.
right? They do. So this is the perfect opportunity for Global Esports to recognize a lot of the weaknesses that this game will provide, to build character, to build strength, to continue a growth development, which is exactly what they're looking for right now. But for NAOS, I mean,
Absolutely.
they're still looking for that on their own. And Ja, well, Uni, look at that one. He actually drops the first kill.
Nice, nice. Return, nice.
Yuratan calming down a little bit, but he's still well and alive. Could probably swap up the weapon that he's got with somebody
spam
else.
ना
just to
करते
get
भाई,
a bit of
spam में
free
चले
check
जाएंगे
with
दो
the mouse,
बंदे.
re-clearing the space that Global Esports just gotten in. Drones coming in though towards
the
A main, and I'm
timing.
not sure they expect this. Perfect. Xavi gets the first one, and instantly Global Esports are now stunned to go back, and Emin just stops them in their tracks. Kelly will get the trade back, but now they're not backing away from the fight at all. The recons reveal both of them.
Oh,
First one's
nice,
gonna get
Crystal,
Xavi.
nice.
Yeah, and they're now just going all out to fight this
player
out.
standing.
Must have been a little bit easier, but now it's a 1v2, and both these players are one shot from the outlaw, so they need to be careful because they know that Mojo's got this outlaw, by the
30
way.
seconds left.
Yeah. The only thing is
One
that the timing
enemy
is showing
remaining.
this one out. There's the first kill. Fake out 2. Don't forget.
No,
you're
why
still planning
backside?
backside,
Oh,
Kelly!
why?
Where are the comms?
यार.
Oh no,
man.
where is the
Backside
idea that that one's coming from
plant.
there? That is shambles. And now
Backside
it's that
kill
point,
planted.
match point, and series point to NAOS and Uni. There's 9 of them.
Yeah, there are 9 of them. The biggest issue with me here was the fact that NAOS, even after being revealed, even after taking so much pressure on towards mid, they still stuck to that fight. And they brought it down. The 2 players who were there, they just committed. They said, okay, you know what? No matter what, we're going to get away with as many kills as we can. And they made sure that the situation at least came down to a doable one for Mojo. Great, honestly, NAOS, kudos, man. Great stuff from them.
Not enough.
Yeah, early peak from Jar this time. Expecting a better result, and he finds the greater one. The star player on the roster for Global Esports taken down. Gotta say, Patrick has had a phenomenal series over the first 2 maps. You've also got the
GG
potential
भाई,
drift still
GG
available for
guys.
NAOS as well when they do start to
ये
regroup
hit
together.
है,
So you've got
return नहीं
to
हो
see
रहा.
some individual brilliance come through from Global to get back in towards this one. They've lost control
C भी
completely
push
over
कर
at C.
दिया है,
A
A पे stack
feels like
करेंगे
it's going
of
to be
course.
too much of a fortified wall to go and get through too. Sappy utility that's there on the 3 members. But at least they navigate away back in towards this C side. Hey, off-putting Eman back. It's going to reshuffle the positions of NAOS as well.
Yeah. They're going to have to play a little bit more safer, but Global Esports slowly treading towards B now. And while the stack on A is going to be pretty good for them to, instantly make their rotations available, Global Esports will find it for free. Smoke's going down instantly. Yuratan, do you want to challenge that smoke? No, they're going to just hold on to this and play for the Rolling Thunder.
You have to
Crystal
roll
पीछे
it
से
under and
आएगा
take deep space,
रे.
though. I feel Global at the moment. You can't allow for the dimensional drift to come through, which they do, and now Jar finds Crystal. Things go from bad to worse as it's all coming to a close. I don't know how Zavi managed to find one there. Positions found on Khan with the neural theft coming on out, but Jar is on a rampage at the moment for 3. A tap onto the defuse. Do they know where Mojo is? The neural theft again, but the defuse is just being stuck at the moment. They say nay, as Mojo will put a close on this one, and Jar with the defuse. Universe, it's 13 to 3 to NAOS. Oh Lord, Haven
इस मैप में नहीं थे अच्छे, but और तो मैप अच्छा खेले.
Man, that was a strong showing from NAOS here. Start to finish, really, really good. And pretty clear that they know how to play that ISO Euro comp. They've really showcased it in the best way possible. And I think that Global Esports have a lot of loops to fix, man.
Haven पे तो
of course,
कल भी दिक्कत हुई थी, आज भी है.
they need to kind of maybe learn how to re-clear and maybe take space away from NAOS, because NAOS have been pushing how many extremities on their defensive side? How many times did we see it?
I think that really leans in towards that composition though as well, to a degree, right? Where both of these teams have to play these comps to their difference because of what information you can find, because of what other damage you can deliver with your utility as well, right? So I think it does make it a little bit more awkward for Global to really stave off any aggression and position walking that NAOS are able to do. And I mean, Jar, again, probably MVP, right? He's just been an absolute menace on that ISO.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 maps in a row, he's shown how crazy that ISO has been. Clearly showing that it's still viable, in the right team, in the right scenario. But hey, just to remind all the viewers, guys, the team is still pretty fresh, it's still pretty new, and do not judge a team by just this one little series. We've got a season to look forward to. Mr. Showman, they're still trying to run into where they feel the best. They're trying to settle into their nerves, and they're just feeling what is good for them and what isn't, and they'll figure out in hopefully
they are still trying, guys.
But let's have a look at the numbers, shall we? Just figure out a bunch of crunches here, and pretty clearly Mojo and Job out in front. The
Mojo जाने भाई, especially Mojo ने जो भूत भरा भाई, nice यार. NTG, nice try रे. That tough team, of course, they at least won one map. एक मैप जीत लिया, वही बहुत है. That was good. It was fun, मजा आया. बाकी guys, I have to go. I have to do some office works. ठीक है. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow in another GE face-off match. It was nice match यार, मजा आया. GE के कुछ मस्त प्लेस थे और NAOS के भी काफी सारे मस्त प्लेस देख के it was fun. मैं तो गेम खेलने का मन कर गया, but I can't. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys. Nice NTRG, NT. Yeah guys, that's it for this stream. I hope you enjoyed it. If yes, make sure to hit like button and subscribe to G Valorant channel as well. Thank you so much guys for 6 likes. See you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. on another match series. Until then, bye bye guys, good night, take care. Just stay safe, stay healthy, never give up, just be yourself, keep smiling, keep enjoying life because you only live once, guys. Bye bye, guys. We're signing off. Peace. Bye, guys.